first season. We initiated the season with Munton, and I was very happy to work on a game that I love playing myself. So, as you can see, when you love gaming, there's an opportunity for you to grow. There's a place for you to build yourself up, not just in a gaming career, but as a sideline as well. So, that's where I stopped EGG and I started working in IRL. Currently, I am in IRL. IRL is a gaming company that brings out more out of me. Yes, we do organize more tournaments. I am the TriCaster producer here. I'm the head of the TriCaster producer, as a matter of fact. And I can't wait to see you join our tournaments, not just in Mobile Legends, but in other games as well. We'll be coming out with more games for you to play, more exciting tournaments with exciting prize pools. Drop by to say hello if you all are joining us, you know. Can't wait.
I'm a dirty.
Alright, let's play some Beat Saber. Let's go.
We're playing, yo. I got the power.
Itu easy lah.
I got the power. I got unlimited power.
Game.
I got unlimited power. I got the power. I got unlimited power. Running the game. We are not playing the same. I was just going insane. Red to blue, from blue to red. Looking from red from overhead. We're playing.
Habis. Missing berhitung yang ni. Okay, I'm missing out. Okay.
I'm coming closer. Victory is mine. I'm making history. It's time. I'm having this moment. Living the I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty.
I'm colorblind actually.
That was hard, but nothing too hard.
It's way too hard, man. Too confusing.
That was challenging. Yeah. Good game, good game.
It was good. I beat Lionel.
Weh, sana. Asal aku tak lulus, man. Serius ah. Tapi serius, susah. Tak boleh. Sebab dia bagi aku hard. Aku tak boleh nak main.
I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty.
Hi guys.
Hai semua, apa khabar?
Apa benda kita nak buat ni ah?
Aku pun tertanya. Producer, apa kita nak buat hari ni? Kita ada Spiderman kita hari ni. Ada apa?
Spiderman ni untuk apa ni?
Ada apa? Kita check dulu kepala dia ada apa. Ada lah ni, producer nak kita buat benda bukan-bukan.
Surprise ni. Ada soalan ke?
Okay. Soalan yang producer kita minta kita jawab hari ni adalah bagaimana anda bermula menceburi bidang e-sport? Peace, macam mana kau bermula dengan bidang e-sport?
Bidang e-sport ni secara tak langsung aku masuk dalam bidang e-sport ni. Masa tu aku still kerja as a sales assistant dekat Orange e-sport. And then one day tu my friend ada seorang kawan saya which is Zava kan. Obviously memang Zava. Dia ajak aku, time tu dia dapat job and then he need more people to work with him lah. Time tu kita orang handle qualifier untuk Galaxy Battle untuk 2 hari. So that time aku macam rasa aku best juga ni kerja dalam e-sport ni. Sebab kau boleh buat apa benda yang kau suka dalam masa yang sama kau earn money. So how about Zam?
Aku sendiri pengalaman dalam e-sport ni sebenarnya agak lama lah. Aku bermula first sebagai trader Dota 2 dan dalam masa yang sama juga aku buat freelancer untuk company-company seperti TGC, Orange Esport, Genesis dan setelah beberapa tahun aku berkecimpung dalam bidang ni, aku rasa macam aku boleh buat lebih lagi daripada tu. Dan kemudian tu aku dapat tawaran daripada seorang kawan untuk menjadi Fire Dragon FIFA Division as a manager. Dan start daripada tu aku merasakan yang aku boleh buat lebih. Oleh itu aku cuba lagi untuk mencari kembangkan lagi kejayaan aku dalam e-sport ni, di mana aku mendapat tawaran untuk bekerja di Matchroom. Dan daripada situ aku dapat belajar macam mana nak uruskan tournament, macam mana nak anjurkan tournament, macam mana nak handle player-player di Malaysia ni. Dan pada masa yang sama juga, setelah bekerja di situ beberapa tahun, mengambil pengalaman, dan aku mendapat tawaran untuk bekerja di IRL Asia, di mana aku berada sekarang. IRL Asia ni dia bukan sekadar e-sport channel. IRL Asia lebih pada multi-tainment channel, mana ada music, talent, ada pengurusan e-sport, ada penganjuran tournament yang di mana hari-hari ada. Daripada situ aku dapat belajar lagi banyak benda.
Okay, why not kita tengok apa lagi yang ada dekat dalam kepala otak Spiderman ni. Okay.
Dia macam-macam Spiderman kita hari ni.
Second soalan, bagaimana anda boleh join IRL Asia? Zam boleh jawab dulu.
Okey, kalau aku sebab aku dah merasakan aku dah hampir 2 tahun di Matchroom, dan aku rasa aku perlukan pengalaman baru, environment baru. Oleh itu aku cuba untuk mencari pekerjaan baru sementara masih bekerja, dan aku jumpa IRL Asia dan aku terus jatuh cinta dengan IRL Asia. Bagaimana pula dengan kau, Hafiz? Macam mana kau boleh berminat untuk join IRL Asia?
Saya terjebak dengan IRL Asia ni melalui Zam lah. Obviously kan, melalui Zam, sebab dia persuade saya untuk masuk dalam IRL Asia ni sebab dia pernah bekerja dengan saya sebelum ni. And then banyak benda lah saya belajar daripada Nizam ni, daripada management skill, daripada production. So saya rasa saya boleh grow more lah with him.
Aku macam kembang pula sekejap. Kita pergi ke yang seterusnya. Apa yang ada dalam dia ni? Spiderman pun ikut SOP. Kita ni macam mana ni? Yang ketiga, alright, kita ada apa nasihat anda, kita punya nasihat bagi yang berminat untuk join IRL Asia? Apa pendapat kau, Hafiz?
Aku rasa lah, siapa yang kat luar sana dia rasa dia ada bakat dalam e-sport ni, tak kira lah daripada apa-apa bidang, management, production or anything else lah. Sebab e-sport ni kita tahu lah, dia makin lama dia akan makin berkembang. Sebab dia dunia IT. Sekarang orang lebih menggunakan IT daripada sistem-sistem yang secara manual ni lah.
Oleh itu, pada siapa saja yang ingin join IRL Asia, layari Facebook kami dan kami akan cuba yang terbaik untuk membantu anda terus berkembang di dalam IRL Asia.
Hello, my lovely summoners. Welcome to League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey, organized by IRL Asia, partnered up with Homiee, and sponsored by Inch Theory, where every inch matters. Sadie's Malaysia, growing together with gamers. I'm Hound, he is downright fierce, and we're ready to cast some fierce League of Legends Wild Rift action. I don't know about you guys, but we've got tons of action for you lined up. And why don't you just break it down for us? How has it been thus far? I mean, it's been crazy. Every day is a tournament.
Every single day.
We see so many talent show themselves, basically pop off on this particular tournament. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so for the past 3 days, we've seen dominating play coming in from Ardent Esports. They're 2-time winners now. One time on the Friday, and then they won the weekend edition one. So they're coming in really, really strong. But I don't think they're here for the bracket today. They're not quite there. But that just leaves a gap for another team to swoop in and maybe come in on the win streak right here. So we'll just have to wait and see what kind of teams we have in store for today.
Well, last week was a very interesting one. We did see some very dominating games as well as some one-sided wins and losses for a lot of these players. We do see that there is quite a bit of a discrepancy of skill for some of these teams, and we do see some very competitive games that have been shown by a lot of these players. So I'm super excited to see a little bit more competition between these between all of the teams in the brackets here today. And for those of you who just joined us, remember, drop some comments, show us some love over in the comment section. We'll try to read some of your comments, and of course, it's all about the memes and all about the dreams right here at IRL Asia.
Yeah, speaking of which, we're really hoping to reach about 10K followers and likes. The sooner we get towards there, we'll be able to turn out more content, more games, and do more tournaments all for you guys. So it's a win-win situation. You share some love, we share even more content with you. So please help us get there. It means so much to us. In fact, while you're at it, why don't you throw in some, get that supporter badge available in the chat and wear that proudly. But I believe we are gonna go into the brackets coming in.
All right, so for those of you guys at home, let's take a look at those brackets and see which of your favorite teams are gonna be going up against each other. Not all of the games are gonna be covered here for today, but we will be seeing some very interesting one indeed. We see teams like Mind the Now, Nova PH Esports, Heaven Will Fall, wow, Arkan Alliance, Alap Ang Puso, Sinak Guerrero version 2, Western G from Indonesia, one of our interesting outliers here, Reunion, Wild Bros Kings, Midshipman Dragons, Ace Esports King, Oligarchs, Vipers, Ace Esports, Drifters, Aura, Midshipman Esports, NXG Academy Gaming, looking for LF Manager, and ELO Esports D-Law. So I don't know about you guys, it's mostly a very Filipino-centric bracket, but we do have an outlier here in Western G. Pretty excited to see what the Indonesian region are going to bring to us here against the Filipino teams.
Yeah, Western G actually has been able to win 3 Summoners Odysseys before, but they've been at a struggle right now. They haven't been able to break that top 4 in quite a long time. But right now, with this gap coming in right here, from Ardent Esports not showing up, it could be filled by the shoes of Western G. But we also have the grand finalists here in the bracket, as we see Nova PH Esports, not Shigeremus anymore, not synonymous anymore. They have united at a front and have become Nova PH Esports. So I'm just really interested to see what sort of mix they have brought into this. On that,
I'm pretty excited to see as well. I mean, when you get a mix of these 2 different teams coming together, you do see that some of the talents are going to actually shine out. Whether or not that's going to benefit the team as a whole, we'll have to wait and see though.
Very, very true right there. So it looks like we're already getting some love in the comments right here. We already have some support coming in from ELO Esports D-Law. We have Joe Hiobinada talk about Go D-Law. We also, and then another joke also cheering for the team right here, and then a request to please shout out Boyd.
Boyd, yeah.
Just Boyd.
Yeah,
Boyd.
So Boyd! From Mox Bayon. Hope you guys are enjoying what you guys are seeing. Do remember to drop a like onto the Facebook page, and wherever you like to watch, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, we have all of the links on the description. Just click see more and you're able to go wherever you want to watch, whether you want to watch on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. That's the places for you to go.
And then guys, don't forget to answer the poll down below where we have you asking who's going to take the first round of this game. Will it be Looking for Manager, or will it be ELO Esports D-Law? It's up to you guys to really try and guess who's going to be the one to come out. But again, we won't know until we see you guys vote. So please vote.
Well, it's been very interesting indeed in terms of the votes. We did see some really interesting predictions, as well as predictions that went south in terms of the percentages of thinking where the winners are. And we have seen 50-50s across the board too.
Oh yeah, I believe that was the first time we were commentating together where we saw like 50-50s twice in a row. And then followed by, like, they actually had a very good prediction for most of the games. I'm predicting the winners out, but it was just one game where it just completely flipped over and they didn't quite get that right. But we'll leave that vote to you guys. I'm pretty sure you have a feeling. You've seen a lot of these players at their best, and also we'll just have to see what sort of what the votes say in all this.
Oh, I don't know about you guys, but we did see a lot of... Let's talk a little bit about champions. Let's talk a little bit about drafts, right? So before we go into the picks and bans phase, i.e. the draft phase, we did see a lot of Gragas being picked out.
Oh, yes.
Vi. In terms of ADCs, a lot of Kaisa, Ezreal, and I'm really thinking that we are going to be taking a look at the draft and see whether or not we're going to be seeing the same type of champions coming into play here. We did see a lot of bans towards Akali.
Oh yes, Akali was the big ban coming in from a lot of them, a very, very stable ban right there. But of course, we cannot talk about bans without talking about Ziggs.
Yeah, I think the reason why Ziggs is banned out is mostly because of its ability to do so many things well, especially getting a lot of that turret pressure for the early stages of the game. And looking at LF Manager, they don't want to be handling the Ziggs, so they want to be taking it out away from ELO Esports D-Law. So they want to be making sure that, oh, now that's interesting. Normally we don't see support bans here. Normally we do see those bans going towards either the jungle or the top side, specifically for Gragas, Camille.
More top lane, mid lane centric.
Exactly.
But I feel like this is a different play because they also try to ban out the Braum or Alistar. I've seen that happen quite a bit, but I think they just don't want the healing ult coming in from Janna being able to, you know, divide the fight and all this. But let's just see what this last... Okay, this is very, very different from what I'm used to. They don't want to fight a Lulu, apparently. I think they have a comp in mind that they don't have an answer for. So that's just going to be the ban right here. Or maybe they know Looking for Manager has a very good comp involving these two. I still find it a kind of a waste on the ban to ban the Lulu.
Yeah, I'm thinking very, very interesting indeed, mostly because Wild Growth, yes, it is one really, really good ultimate for them to actually have into their pocket for the side of LF Manager, but it really depends on the type of composition that you want to go for. Normally you get a Lulu, it's mostly towards maybe like a hyper carry kind of bot lane.
Like a maybe, also an Olaf is also really good because he's able to just proc his ult as well and just run in, just take all the damage and all that. It's such a threat. But I guess with Lulu out of the picture, we don't have to worry about that. But now that leaves such strong heroes like Camille, Akali, Galio, there's just so much potential in this pool right now. I'm just at a struggle to try and figure out what it's going to be, and we're going to go into the pick phase. What is the first pick? It's going to be Galio. All right.
I'm really liking this hover over Galio here. They are going to be locking it in. There is going to be a semi-global response here. We do see a bit of a hover over the flag and drag master himself, Jarvan the Fourth, and I think that's going to be a very good one. Flag and drag into the Cataclysm could be a huge problem for them to deal with, but maybe they might actually go for a lot more of the utility that comes in with the Wukong as well as the Gragas. Diana being hovered over by Serenity as well as the Braum from Kairu. So we did mention that we didn't see that much support bans. I mean, let me be specific about that. We don't see that much Enchanter support bans in terms of Janna as well as Lulu. But what do you think about this composition thus far, though?
Okay, at first I thought I was going to get baited again because I saw them hovering over Master Yi, and I can tell you right here, sitting from right there, that is a mistake. But Jarvan is going to be a quite stable pick right there. Now they're going to be locking in ADCs from Elo's side, and Kaisa, of course, one of the best ADCs out there in this pool at least. Looking for Manager. We've seen a lot of Draven so far, but I just don't quite agree. I'm not favoring the Draven right now. No mobility. You take a little bit to get that game going on, to get warmed up, you know. The money does come in much later, but it's just not, I don't know. You have to really build a comp around him. Do you think this could be it, though?
I think it could be it because we do see the Lux with the binding could actually be a very interesting opportunity to create Draven opportunities to just basically come in with a snowball. But we're looking at what ELO Esports D-Law is actually bringing into the table as well. Braum is actually pretty strong in terms of being able to soak up quite a bit of damage. Kaisa as well, Tithian Rain as well as the ultimate, being able to reposition really, really well with a very high amount of shield. Diana being able to just dive in. Gragas as well with the explosive cast, as well as Camille to lock down with the Hextech ultimatum. So I don't know about LF Manager. They do have quite a bit on their hands here because in terms of damage share here, I mean, Lux does have quite an interesting amount of damage for AP, but Draven is going to be their main AD source, and it's going to be really important for them to make sure that the Draven scales in.
Yeah, but actually looking at the summoner spells right now, it might look like Galio might be mid lane over the Lux. Lux definitely going to be the support, you know, with heal, it could be also mid. I'm actually trying to figure out where each champion falls in their composition right here. I'm pretty sure they already have it drawn out in their heads. Again, if I saw the Lux on the other side, I'm definitely not going to be picking Draven, but I guess the the support knowing that you have the Lux on your side, Draven would be the decent pick at this point.
Well, it's going to be very interesting indeed, mainly because that Braum will be able to soak in quite a bit of damage as soon as the Braum has the ultimate Glacial Fissure in play. That's going to be pretty hard indeed for the team of looking for manager to actually try to close out the game, mainly because of, we all know why, because of that fall in. If the Glacial Fissure actually comes in, there's so many positions for them to actually re-engage. Let's go into our first game of the evening. The sirens are going up, blue and red lights are going to be permeating the screen as we go to game number 1. We see looking for manager into the blue side, going up against Roland Josh Messina.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, Elo D-Law Esports, excuse me, for the red side.
Yeah, and okay, so it looks like a pretty standard laning phase right here. They're sort of circulating the river at this point because I felt like they were going to go for an invasion, but I think they both started seeing each other and they're going to just back away right here. Again, they're going to be feeling for the red buff. They're just going to make sure that Jarvan gets a head start right here, and it looks like he's going to be able to get a faster rotation instead of the other team where they're just going to be able to only finish the blue right now. Meanwhile, Jarvan's going to get a head start on the Raptors in this jungle.
Okay, very interesting indeed here. Ducks will be getting a little bit of an early EXP advantage, but over to the mid side though, we're going to be seeing a little bit of trouble here. It seems that Serenity in a little bit of trouble as it's going to be poked out a little bit. Not going to get flagged and dragged though from the side of J4, but we do see that it is going to be a relatively standard start here. They do have quite a bit of information with that early Raptor ward. That's going to help them in terms of where they're going to be positioning themselves for the early few stages of the ganks.
Yeah, and it looked like bot actually took a bit of a beating right there, having to use the fruit already. Top lane though, I feel like this is going to be a big stalemate. I feel Gragas can bully him in terms of range, but because it's Garen, he's going to be able to heal up quite easily and using his passive. He's going to just also be able to spin around, so it's going to be a very, very decent trade left-right coming in from the top. But I feel the big play will be coming at the bot very soon, simply because this is where your carries are. These are going to be the guys that are going to be doing their damage. If they get the jump on early and they get that lead, it is going to be pretty bad. And already having to burn the flash for that being slightly off position. And right now the Lux having to run in, the shield barely helping out. But no, the Braum is going to fall right there. Unbreakable will actually put it in the wrong angle. They're going to be able to just poke him out.
Very, very badly done there for the side of Elo D-Law. They were able to actually try to get that kill on towards Psyche, but it seems that there is going to be a very interesting turn of events there for the side of LF Manager. They were able to at least get 2 kills, with 1 kill going over to Lux as well as the Draven. As you can see, BF Sword with double long swords here is going to help him with being more of a lane bully over to the bot side. So do be prepared to see a very early gank over to the bot side. Kaisa itemizing really well with Executioner's Calling, mostly because to get a little bit of the Grievous wounds to counter the healing that could come in with the Draven.
Yeah, so this is where the bigger plays are going to be here. An attempt at a root, but Braum is going to be able to just get rid of that at the point. The vision's starting to come slowly together down into the Dragon Pit right here. Ocean Dragon going to be the first one. Not a hotly contested dragon, but Omnivamp is going to be a very, very nice buff to have anyway. I haven't seen any ganks coming in from the junglers at this point though. I believe they're just going to be waiting until they hit at least level 5 to start thinking about it. Maybe with this next rotation, this secondary red, they might start thinking about it. Right as I speak about it, it looks like mid is going to rotate down and try to get a jump on the bottom. And there we have it. The great ult coming in from Diana. Not going to be close enough though. They're a bit pushed in, so they're going to be able to hide behind the tower. But Jarvan actually going to be able to respond in kind, just sitting in position, waiting for them to try and dive in a little bit further, trying to overextend, but it might not happen. And he can't afford to waste a lot of time in the jungle without getting any money right here. So he's going to have to just rotate back to red.
Okay, the biggest problem here coming in from the side of LF Manager, they were very much in position. Fly was actually trying to get his presence to make sure that in terms of the jungle intervention coming in from D-Law, they want to be countering it. But for those of you at home, do remember to answer the question there, which is, in your opinion, the most OP champion in this patch for League of Legends Wild Rift. So do remember to drop us some love, drop us by responding to that comment, to that question, excuse me, and give us your thoughts. We would like to hear from each and every one of you in the comment section.
Okay, and it looks like a Death Brush is being tried to, as an attempt to set up right here, but I believe they're spotting this out right now. They know the Jarvan's there, the ward is right there, and now they're the whole team's playing dumb at the bottom right here. And That could be at the bigger detriment from the Jarvan, just because he's wasting more time sitting in that bush rather than getting the farm. This could be a issue that might start to landslide towards Elo if they're not careful, but no, they're going to be able to get this dragon right now. But I believe they have vision as well in this, so they're going to be able to see whether we're going to see a counterplay. I think it's going to happen too fast. No, the Diana's alone. That's not going to happen. The good ult, just in case, trying to seal the deal. They're going to be able to take the dragon. And it's been very, very safe plays overall coming in from Elo.
Yeah, about 3,400 gold advantage here coming in for the side of LF Manager, and it seems that coming in for the side of Elo D-Law, they aren't actually going to be pulling the trigger that much. I did not entirely agree with Edward there, being very preemptive indeed with the ultimate, but hey, better safe than sorry.
Better safe and sorry for sure, because again, this could, oh, but look, they're going to be two on top right there. Cataclysm followed by Hexite Ultimatum, definitely no escape right there. Burning the flash, Galio will be able to run away from this, too close to the tower, but they're going to have to be very happy with that. They got one kill down, and it looks like they're looking for another right here. Braum, though, a little bit off position right there, not going to be able to help Ducks get a lot of damage, but the root coming in really quick. He's going to take the brunt of that damage, but that's okay. He's built for that nonsense right there, so he's going to shake that off and try to just get back into the lane.
The biggest problem I see for the bottom side here, for the side of Ducks as well as Kairu, is the fact that even though Grievous Moods, oh wait, we got ourselves a binding there. There goes the final spark, not going to be enough. There goes the Glacial Fissure, very, very questionable indeed. They're coming in for the side of Kairu. Kairu a little bit panicked there in terms of trying to throw that out. Going to go for the ultimate. One more hit! Oh my god, a gust of wind would have taken out Kairu here. Luckily enough, he will be able to live to see another day, but this will open up pressure for the side of looking for Manager, and this is exactly what they need. They want to be destroying that bot lane turret as quickly as they can and open up priority for themselves, so they will be able to move around the map without much contention.
I really like the actual rotation coming in from Elo. They saw the fight and struggle coming in bot. They were going to go down into the bot, and they also saw the scuttle was there. So when they realized the rest of the team was going to reset, they took the scuttle with help and was able to rotate out of there really fast, not wasting any more time at that point. But look at this gold lead. It is slipping. It is now 4K up over Elo D-Law.
Oh, it doesn't look good here. I think coming in for the side of Elo D-Law, they really want to be contesting this Rift Herald here. We do see that things coming in for the side of LF Manager does at least signify to us, the casters at home, the casters in this game, that they are going to be going for it. The damage is going to be very good indeed. They're coming in, but oh my goodness, doesn't seem very good. Has to flash over the wall there, coming in from the side of Elo D-Law. As we're going to be seeing it here again, flag and drag right into it. No Cataclysm yet. Might actually be a little bit interested to go for it. There goes the Cataclysm, beautifully done there. Winds of War is going to be following up with a little bit of damage here. We'll be able to jump over the wall. Very wisely done there from the side of Elo D-Law.
Yeah, but this is gonna be this is like a slow death from being strangled right here. Elo not taking the initiative in this fight. They will scale a little bit better at the end, I feel. They have the Kaisa in their pocket and the Diana there, so they don't have to worry too much about damage. They just need to get this money in. But as long as they're playing it passively like this, they're not gonna be able to do anything. But as I say that, a Hextech Ultimatum does land in the back right there. They're gonna be able to get the jump on the Draven. The good flash in an attempt to kill the Camille. The little bit of health left. Diana gonna be able to get the Moonfall in the situation right there. Tries to go for a follow-up, but no, they're too close to the tower. They've been more than they can shoot, and Draven will seal the deal with the kill at the end right there, and only Gragas is left in this fight, having to just slowly walk back to the top tower.
And the biggest problem here is coming in from the side of LF Manager, actually from the side of Elo D-Law, is the fact that the Draven does have a lot of opportunity for him to be able to sustain the fight. Beautiful explosive casket there, right into a bit, but a little bit too much of damage there. We'll be able to take down another one. Elo D-Law comes back into this game. We'll be able to take advantage of the positional errors that were coming in from the side of LF Manager.
Yeah, and it looks like this Camille was not happy about the last fight. She didn't die in the earlier one, but Draven actually very good in positioning, actually walking forward to a Camille. Everybody's so intense on trying to just like walk back from it, but that Q, the slow, the most damage comes from the sweet spot at the end there. So walking in, trying to challenge her was the better play there, but at the end of the day, she had more health than him, and it was only a matter of time before they closed out that fight, and it looks like the next dragon is going to be the site of our next fight.
Alright, but it's going to be also a Rift Herald there being summoned by the side of LF Manager going to the mid side here. That's going to give a lot of opportunities for the side of LF Manager to actually get that Drake. Elo D-Law right now has to respond to it. The push that's going to be coming in from the Herald over to the mid side there. If not, it's going to be a huge problem. Two turrets in phase. Oh my goodness. There goes another beautiful binding.
Okay, and they managed to just poke them out. Okay, they had to stop the Rift Herald at this point. A lot of damage coming in right there, and this is the ultimatum they presented them. It's either you get rid of this Rift Herald or you take the dragon, and they're not going to be able to even compete for this dragon. Too low on health, and the fight doesn't even break out. There is just not enough time to save the tower and take this dragon, and the tower is only at 650 health. It only takes a small push. They don't even need minions at this point to even just, if they all just go in, although it would be better with the wave so they don't actually get any damage from this tower. But I think they're just going to reset. They're going to be happy they have that perma buff in their pocket. They're going to be very happy with the amount of money they have right there. They're probably going to finish some more items. I see Galio is buying some boots right there, going to be able to get in really fast. But it looks like it's going to be a jump on the Garen at this point. No Hexa ultimatum ready right there. It's just going to be the Gragas and Camille. No, there's the Hexa ultimatum in the attempt to try and throw him off. The flash is going to go down though. He's just too tanky. All the ults needed to follow in right there. And it looks like the Galio was just a bit too late. Waited for the last point to try and jump in, and it was to no avail. But look at the split push right now coming in right here. They're going to be bullying this Kaisa right now.
Very, very wise from the side of LF Manager, putting in a lot of opportunity towards destroying the turret here, considering that they do have a 3-man push over to the top side by the side of Elo D-Law. We do see a flag and drag there coming. Cataclysm misses. Very, very very good timing coming in from the side of Elo D-Law to be able to be very proactive indeed to dodge that. However, LF Manager will not be able to lose out that much. They do have quite a bit here in terms of all the turrets in their favor, at least all tier 1 turrets in terms of the mid, top and bot lanes. It's going to open up a lot of objectives for the side of LF Manager.
I'm actually very curious where this money gap is. I feel like it's going to be yeah, okay, 10k on the Draven right there. He's holding the majority of the money difference in terms of this thing, but it looks like they're going to be able to spot each other right now. I feel like there's nothing to fight over at the mid, and knowing how Elo D-Law is fighting this right now, they are not looking for a fight. I believe they're a bit too afraid of the Galio ultimate or being caught out by the Camille at the side right there. No, wait, they're the Camille, I'm sorry. I'm just so used to seeing that comp together right there, but I believe they're just too afraid of just being caught out by Cataclysm or the Galio ult to try and engage in a fight, knowing that those two ults are up. But look at this Garen, he's just going to be able to split push right there, and the attempt to get a quick jump in will not come from the side of Elo D-Law. They're not going to be able to poke each other out, but it looks like it's going to be a quick little small skirmish at mid. They're not going to be able to push too far in. They just want to get the minions to go in so they have some wave priority. But okay, it looks like Gragas does want to stop this Garen split push happening right now, but the rest of the team is slowly rotating towards them.
Very interesting indeed here from the side of Serenity, trying his level best to make sure to get at least wrestle some control away from the side of LF Manager. LF Manager very much moving around freely in the jungle of Elo D-Law, as we do see Serenity here might actually try something, does have a little bit of information onto the J4. Seems that it's going to be very interesting indeed. No follow-up there that could work out for the side of Elo D-Law. Too many people over to the bot side here, as we do see that LF Manager very much in control of the mid side, of the upper side of the river. I mean, across from the river there, Elo slowly feeding their territory shrink.
Yeah, this is even in terms of kills, not an objective still, but this money gap is going to be the defining factor right here. And they're just too hesitant to pull the trigger on the fight. Either of these teams are actually very, very hesitant in all, compared to like what we usually see in Wild Rift, where we see the big jump in and all that. There have been small attempts to poke and all, but not a full team commitment, not a 5v5. There's just been small little skirmishes that always ultimately ended up in either just one kill, but no big trades coming in from either side. And I feel like Elo D-Law might need to have a big fight to be able to turn the table right here, but it's just not going to happen.
Alright, as going to be seeing it here, that there is going to be a bit of a push here being started out by Maxwell over to the bot side here. They want to be getting a little bit of prio over to the bot side, as Infernal Dragon is going to be in game. 2 Drakes already in favor of LF Manager. 1 more Drake will get them closer and closer to the Elder. We just see a flag and drag there coming in from Fly, as other members of the side of LF Manager are coming into the game.
Yeah, and it's just 2 of them right here. This is going to be an easy fight to contest. They do have some information knowing that they're going to start this fight, but it's only going to be the Diana who's around to see this, and now she's going to get caught out alone, and that's not where you want to be. 3 of them are going to go on top. She has to bring the flash, but no, Cataclysm is going to go down. She tries to get out, but no, to no avail. She's just going to die right there, and now it's a 4v5. They have lots of buffs. They have all the money right now, and it's just looking like every possible fight and every possible possible outcome that Elo D-Law has is not looking at victory at this point.
Well, that's going to be a huge problem indeed here, as we're going to be seeing from the side of D-Law. They do have to make some adjustments. They are able to come back into this game really, really well here, but you see that 10k goal advantage in favor of the side of the LF Manager may prove to be very problematic for the side of Elo D-Law. They have to make some adjustments here, some critical adjustments if they want to be coming back into this game, as they do see another turret fall down for them. 5 turrets in favor of LF Manager. Over to the top side here, another turret may be in play for the side of LF Manager. They want to be giving as much damage as they can over to the top side, freeing it up.
They need to do something about the Jarvan and the Galio. If they're afraid of that combo, they have to get rid of either one of them. And that's going to build a lot of confidence in terms of starting another team fight. But I just feel like it's not going to happen. They're all just like trying to play the farming game right now. And you're trying to play the farming game against a Draven of all characters. Look at that, 14k up on the Draven. Meanwhile, on the other side, the ADC for Elo D-Law only at about like what? 12k right there, just reaching 1k just in one fell swoop, but it's still not going to be quite enough as we see the full rest of the team doing very, very well in terms of money.
Very, very well indeed here, and it might be a Baron Nashor to come into the game here. Oh, I think it might be, but they've got to be careful though, because other members of the side of Elo D-Law will be able to come into the game. There goes the Void Seeker, they're coming in from the side of Ducks, wanting to be getting a lot of damage. They want to get a lot of information, trying to go for the Ethereum Ray, will not be enough. Look at the knockup onto 2, this is going to be very beautiful indeed. There goes 1 onto the side of LF Manager. LF Manager right now being very, very aggressive indeed. There goes the final spark, there goes another one there. As we're going to be seeing spin to win, is going to be the Garen, and boom! Goes another one, there goes the triple, and ooh baby, they go golden, but only a matter of time before another kill goes over to Psyche. And this is going to be a huge problem here coming in from the side of Elo D-Law. They might not want to be able to go for it, but look at that, the amount of damage. That's just spicy right there. Spicier than your mama's chili paste right at home there. Gonna give you a little bit of that spicy tang.
Yes. Okay, that was the big fight that we were waiting for, but you know, it was all in looking for manager's initiative right there. So Elo D-Law, it was only a struggle right there. They weren't able to take it back, and it looks like your winners for round 1 is Looking for Manager.
Looking for Manager, very, very adamant towards ending the game really quickly. What I think was the biggest issue here was the fact that Elo D-Law recognized the fact that they were going to play a very strong funnel game towards the bot side. And the fact that they recognized it, they tried to deny a lot of those enchanter supports that could do very well to the Draven, but somehow or another, with the Braum, they were still able to stop.
Yeah, maybe the break in confidence when the Braum fell early on in the game was a turning point, because they just had no initiative to try and stop the problem more actively. We didn't see a huge rotation in actively stopping it, and it just was a slow death. Elo D-Law just not taking any sort of advance to try and take the game to their advantage. But let's take a look at the stats and see the raw numbers in this game.
Alright, so it's going to be a very interesting stat reveal indeed here, as we're going to be seeing the MVP is going to go over to a Psyche here, over to the bottom side, playing the Draven 5-1-3, already completing almost a high amount of his items already compared to Ducks. Ducks not doing too well in that exchange there. Kairu as well, as we're going to be seeing that a lot of the damage take is going to go over to a Psyche. But look at that, Wisdomus with the SVP there, very, very wise, very good indeed, but wasn't impactful enough to basically impact the whole game. But 17,000 damage there going towards Psyche. I think that's maybe about 80% of the damage being done from him alone for the entire team.
Yeah, and look at the other side. It was the Diana that took the most damage right there. That's speaking of a lot of off position. To be fair, Diana needs to be at the center of the fight to land the Moonfall, but it's just when you're getting that much damage, you have to really figure out what the rest of your team is doing at that point to try and peel for you. Again, there was the Braum, there was a lot of shutdown capabilities coming in from Tokage with the Gragas, but it was just not present in the fight, and it was just a slow and painful death in the hands of Psyche being able to strangle this win out from Elo D-Law.
It was a very, very unfortunate one here coming in from the side of looking for Elo D-Law. I think they did pretty well in some of these exchanges here. They were able to readily even out the game at maybe towards the mid stages of the game, maybe around the 6 to 7 minute mark. Maybe it was the second or the third Drake fight that they were able to equalize a bit in terms of kills. But it was really, really unfortunate that Looking for Manager was just too strong in terms of their capabilities to make sure that the peel was good. So we got a bit of replays for each and every one of you guys at home. So let's relive those moments. Downright Fierce, break it down for us.
All right, so this is the first early fight. They were looking to take out this Draven early on in the game, and again, Braum a bit off position, trying to just focus down, making sure the Lux couldn't do anything. But no, the Draven was the issue right there, as he just was able to just freely shoot on top of the Braum. Not going to be able to do much right there. And again, this Dragon fight in this pit right here, there was very, very little resistance in turns for Elo D-Law. They managed to somehow bait the Galio ult right here. And again, these are the traits that you want to do with Elo D-Law. You want to catch them off guard, you want to get the quick jump in. They took care of the Jarvan ultimate with the Cataclysm, and they should be trying to look for more fights. But right here in the Rift Herald, they were a bit too late in the attempt to steal. They tried to get the flash over, tried to get the grapple hook into the smite, but no, it's not going to happen. Wisdom Mist a bit too slow at that point, and right over here, even when they're trying to be aggressive, it was just not a full commitment. Gragas off position, not going to get any hits at all, and with that, the Camille was slowly going to have to peel away. Diana having to step up, went in, go with the ult, but no, taking that tower hit was just too much. She's eventually going to fall to the Draven, and the Gragas just has to walk back. It takes so long for the Camille to reset, go back to base, heal up, and then eventually get one kill that it was just not great. Over here that we see that this was coming from the last fight. They finally get this Garen off position right here. The Hextech ultimatum just coming off a cooldown, being used again, and it takes three of them, a three-man commitment to take down one Garen, and even then the Galio is trying their best to peel right here. He gets a three-man taunt, but there's no damage coming in, so he has to back off.
If he had a little bit more time and was in position earlier, it would have been a doom for the side of LF Manager, but we see it here again. Look at the amount of damage coming into Serenity. They're beautifully done coming in from the side of LF Manager, and this was the fight that was going to be the determining point for the side of Looking for Manager to handily deliver defeat towards Elo D-Law. That was a very questionable attempt there coming in for the side of Elo D-Law, as they're going to be trying to fight it out. But look at that, they're all funneled up into one position. The fact that the Draven was able to fight from back to front was the biggest thing that I felt was the identifying was the key to victory for the side of LF Manager. Look at that beautiful stuff being shown, as we're going to be seeing another kill here, as we're going to be heading into the final few stages of the game where they close it out.
Yeah, again, this Diana couldn't do much at all. Look at that. One hit, two hits, three hits. It takes four. That fourth one, you could just sneeze on her. She falls already. It was already over. An ace in the pocket, and they were just going to be able to run this all the way down to the Nexus. They only had to do it. They had two cannon minions right there. They're just going to be able to tank this Nexus and just melt this down. And it was all Looking for Manager in the end of the game.
Wow, it was a very, very crazy one indeed here. I don't know about you guys, but that is just the beginning. That's just the appetizer. We've got so many. And remember, we have 5 games for you guys, with the grand finals being a total of best of 3s, potentially, unless it goes 2-0. So I don't know about you guys. Hope the appetizer is starting to sate your appetite. For those of you guys who are fasting, we've got more great, well, food for you guys, so to speak, right? So for those of you guys who just joined us, we would like to say that we're going to go on a short little break, but don't you dare go anywhere. We're going to be back before you can count these, close these two hands, because 10 minutes is going to be our break time. We will be back with more action. So
wait, it's going to be 3 minutes. Okay,
3 minutes. Oh,
we're going through this fast.
I mean, see, boop, it's down to 1. hand. So less time to wait, more time for the action. So kick your feet up and enjoy, because we're going to be back with more League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey. See you then.
Can I turn off the fail?
Wait,
benda.
Apa benda tu?
I missed both? What?
Hey. Oh, sorry.
I'm a dirty.
Alright, let's play some Beat Saber. Let's go.
We're playing, yo. I got the power.
Itu easy lah.
I got the power. I got unlimited power.
Game.
I got unlimited power. I got the power. I got unlimited power. Running the game. We are not playing the same. I was just going insane. Red to blue, from blue to red. They're from red from overhead. We're playing.
Habis.
Missing betul ni. Okay, I'm missing out. Okay.
I'm coming closer. Victory is mine. I'm making history this time. I'm living this moment. Living the. I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty.
I'm colorblind actually.
That was hard, but nothing too hard.
It's way too hard, man. Too confusing.
That was challenging. Yeah. Good game, good game.
It was good. I beat Lionel.
Weh, sana. Asal aku tak lulus, man. Serius ah. Tapi serius, susah. Tak boleh. Sebab dia bagi aku hard. Aku tak boleh nak main.
I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty. Accelerator. I'm a dirty. Look, mom, that's a dirty. Nah, you ain't never heard me swerve. Swing by the swing.
Hey guys, welcome back to League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey, organized by IRL Asia, partnered with Homiee, sponsored by Inch Theory and Sadie's Malaysia. I am your commentator, Downright Fierce, and joining me today I have...
I am Hound, and we're going to be ready to cast you guys some of the amazing Baron Steals, Dragon fights, and most importantly, dominating fights from back-to-back action. I don't know about you guys, but it has been a crazy game thus far. We did see a rather interesting game in game number 1 from Looking for Manager going up against Elo D-Law, which handed a very steady defeat by Looking for Manager towards Elo D-Law.
It was certainly death by macro right there. So something you see at high level play where it's just better understanding of in terms of the economy right there, being able to figure out what objectives are going to be the ones to fight for, when to engage in a team fight. You really just saw it right there, just playing it out. It was one of the longer games, not very intense, all fights or everything like that, but if you're definitely trying to study this game, try to get your head in there, this is definitely some place to look at right now for that last game.
Because in one of those games, right, we did see that the fundamental winning condition for the side of Looking for Manager was to funnel all the resources to his bot lane and make sure Draven just threw the axes and not die. So I think that was the best way for them to win it out. And judging from the bans that were coming in from Elo D-Law, I think we can see why they wanted to ban out those two supports. But even though those two supports were banned out, Looking for Manager just adapted to the situation, and we're just saying, okay, you banned out our enchanters, we'll just go Lux and we'll stomp you.
Yeah, and it was just still not enough coming in from the side of Elo D-Law. Again, this tournament is going on every single day, so you guys don't be discouraged if you lose on the first round or everything like that. It's a best of one. We completely get it. There's not a lot of time to adapt, so guys, please be sure to come again next time and fight it out. But it looks like we're already getting some support coming in for our next game. We already have Ace King coming in up here. So I believe that's one of the teammates coming in from Ace Wings. They were formerly known as Die at Once, and these guys have been able to win one of these Summoners Odyssey. Let's take a look at the bracket though to see what are the rest of the teams remaining in the game.
All right, it's gonna be a very interesting one, and thank you for showing your support there, Kylie King. Do remember to drop us a like on our IRL Asia page. These are going to be the brackets. These are going to be the teams that are going up against each other. We do have one outlier here from Indonesia. Hoping to see them actually pop off and try to bring some Indonesian pride there. But looking at all the Filipino teams, I think Filipino pride is going to be soaring and echoing to the Summoners Odyssey here, as it is going to be a rather interesting obstacle for the Indonesian standout team to try to conquer.
Yeah, this has always been a very Philippine-dominated thing, but this love and support, you guys, it's completely different from what we're used to. Again, we're seeing well played from both teams, even from that last game. There's no sour notes ending in the chat right there. You all are giving so much love, and we just love that here. So guys, keep sharing that with us. We love it. All the good mentality coming from all of you is just means so much. Again, guys, we are trying to reach 10K followers and likes on the IRL Asia page. So please be sure to drop a follow or like on this page. When you do, we're going to be pumping even more content out to you guys. We have that supporter badge available for all of you. And last but not least, we also have promo videos for all of you. If you so much as decided to drop a few stars in there, we will answer in kind with some promo videos. So guys, please be sure to drop some stars if you have some in your pockets, if you want to give some love, and we'll give it right back.
For those of you guys who want to flex your badges, do remember that supporter badges are now available as well. All you need to do is like, engage with us as much as you can, and you too can be a top fan of IRL Asia here at the League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey. So if you guys don't know, I'm Hound, he is Downright Fierce, and we will be serving as your casters for the next few days here, and I can't wait to just be covering all of this action here, because there's just so much action, so much talent, and most importantly, it's just been a crazy show of skill as well as perseverance that are being shown by all of our teams here at the League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey.
Yeah, my favorite thing about watching these games and being every single day is that you get to see the growth of all these teams as they play out, and the chemistry when they play each other. It's just been such an interesting thing to see. It's like, we saw Ardent play against Level Up, and they had their number. They adapted so well. They were able to watch every single bit of their play and counter that. But okay, we're going to go into the draft of our next game. Again, if we haven't mentioned it before, it is going to be the Ace Esports King versus Oligarchs. Two very strong teams. Oligarchs been able to go all the way up to the top 4, if not to the grand finals before. And Ace Esports Kings was formerly known as Die at Once. They were actually, they have members from all over the place, including Bangladesh. So they have been able to do some very strong plays, and they're going to ban out the Braum first.
All right, Braum ban out here coming in for the side of Ace Esports Kings. Oligarchs already, we have seen them perform last week, if I'm not mistaken, but they did lose out against Ardent Esports, and of course I think they lost out against Lonic last week. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for Oligarchs to actually come back into the game here. Definitely going to be very interested to see how Oligarchs is going to be performing against Ace Esports Kings. But remember, ladies and gents, this is going to be the draft phase here. Bans all around here. We're going to be seeing Braum as well as the Galio being banned out for the side of Ace Esports Kings as well as Oligarchs respectively. And this is going to be a very interesting one indeed, because we did see that Galio has been very much impactful towards a lot of these skirmishes and team fights, where he is able to just basically come into the game, come into the team fight and just turn the team fight from 4v4 to 5v4 and just immediately turn numbers against the enemy team.
Yeah, but now it's really left to the last two bans. Okay, the Camille, they definitely don't want to fight a Camille right there. I completely understand. The grapple hook having so much mobility, her just being able to engage from almost every single side and angle when distance almost, including together tied with the flash. It is a very scary thing to just be hextech ultimated all the way from almost the other side of the map, it feels at times, especially when you're playing on your phone. It's just like, where is this lady coming from and why can't I move? Have you ever seen heroes landing an attempt when they get hextech ultimated?
Oh yeah.
It's really funny. You just see him go up, and then he doesn't go anywhere, lands right back down, and then the Camille's just like, oh, free food.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know about you guys, which team will be the champion in the second round and qualify themselves for the third round. It seems there's going to be 50-50 here across the board from all of you guys who are commenting and voting. So Ace Esports King as well as Oligarchs, both of them getting a 50-50 rate here. So I don't know about you guys, I think that's hard for us to predict right there. It can go either way, which goes to show that even our viewers think that it's going to be a very close game indeed.
Yeah, again, the Akali ban coming in from the last site for Ace Esports Kings, they definitely don't want to deal with that big damage coming in from Akali or the sneaky ninja stuff, the smoke bomb and all. They don't want any part of that, but they are going to get the first pick right here. Camille Galio off the board, so the first pick could be a game changer right here. I'm not too sure what sort of lane they're going to be prioritizing in their first pick and what sort of combo they want to secure right here. It could be a Fiora. Okay, I was just thinking in the back of my head it might be a Fiora, so they might have that hindsight looking at the split push right there, that potential that Fiora brings into the game.
I think I do like the fact that the Fiora is going to be picked up here. It does have a lot of sustain here, but remember Ziggs now not banned out, immediately being taken up for the side of Chezu, for the side of Oligarchs. Careless as well onto the Lee Sin here. Very wise indeed. As we're going to be seeing here, I think it's going to be Krumish as well as Sway that are going to be our Bangladeshi duos. Going to be hovering over the Gragas. I think this is going to be a very good pickup here, considering that Galio as well as the Camille is going to be banned out for the side of Ace Esports King, and I think that they want to be... wait a minute.
No, that's a ban.
Yeah, that's a ban.
Let's turn away.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Exactly.
We had a little scare before because it was another round where they actually did that. They had to restart the lobby. So it frightened me a little bit, but it's going to be Kaisa Lux. It's going to be a very safe, very good pick coming in right here. Caught MF and 4K, actually the jungler, so the jungler position is already picked out. Who is he going to pick for which role? Okay, there's going to be the Ezreal for the ADC, and I believe it's going to be Sai who is the ADC in this game. I could be wrong right there.
All right, Ezreal as well as Darius being picked up for the side of Oligarchs. What's really interesting is 1-1-2, 4-1-2. I'm just going to call him 11-2. Going to be going either for the Kata or the Ari pickup here, but I think the Gragas as well as the J4 would actually be very good indeed. In terms of damage share there, Lux as well as Gragas will be able to do quite a bit of damage. J4 will be able to lock people down. Kaisa as well with the Ikithian Rain as well as the passive will be able to do crazy amount of damage in terms of the team fights here, as well as Fiora giving the split push advantage. Oligarchs right now wants to respond with one more pickup here, and Alistar being picked up here I think is a very good alternative from the side of Oligarchs here, considering that the Braum has been banned out. Gonna give a lot of opportunities for the side of Oligarchs to function as peel for the Ezreal here. Ezreal does have a lot of sustain. With his E, will be able to get away and very much get away from a lot of the lockdown that could come. But remember, with the Camille out of the game for the side of Ace Esports Kings, it's going to be very important for the Gragas and the J4 to synergize themselves with the Cataclysm as well as the ultimate that comes from Gragas.
Yeah, I'm already thinking in the back of my head, I've seen way too many pub games where Gragas gets that casket out and blows them out of the Cataclysm, and Jarvan is just like, and now what? What do I hit now? I'm just stuck in this pit right here. I guess I'm dead.
I think the flex pick of the Gragas I think is really great, because even if you go with a little bit of damage as well, if you just throw out your full combo, you will at least be able to drop them down to a 30 to 20% health HP. And the fact that a lot of these teams actually give a lot of a lot of them give a lot of urgency towards making sure that positioning is right and the teams are able to actually cluster up and try to drop the hammer down onto each other. I think that's going to play very well. From Lewis Prophetena, Krumish is still trying to be the best ADC in Bangladesh, from mid to ADC like Perk. So that's going to be some love right there. Thank you guys very much. We're ready to go into the game. I don't know about you guys, but you're going to see sirens up there, blue and red lights. And we're going to be witnessing a game here. Game number 2 between Ace Kings and Oligarchs. Remember, it's going to be best of 1 up until the finals. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be Ace Kings on the blue side or Oligarchs on the red side? We shall have to wait and see.
We've seen this Fiora Darius top lane so much. I've always said that like the Fiora is the big bully in every lane because she's so good at the 1v1 fight. I just really want to see how it will drag out at this point. Looks like they're just going to be checking for invasions at this point in the game. Again, they're being good supports right here. You don't see this in pub games or anything like that where they actually help the jungler to do some extra damage. Again, it's always very, very nice if you do so. It gets the rotation a little bit faster. It helps with the game, and eventually the more you help out your jungler, the more of those ganks you're going to see further into the game. It just means that you're going to be able to get the win in your pocket faster. At least in my head, coming as a jungler main. You know, I don't get a lot of love in my solo rank.
No one ever gives the jungler enough love here. Every time he comes to gang in and is a successful gang, people be like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Every time he misses out the gang, and then he'd be like, this, report jungler diff. Jungler diff. So that's going to be a lot of memes right there for those of you guys at home. Lots of love for the junglers as well, the supports here, but let's go into the game here. Very early priority being built up on the side of Oligarchs here onto the bot side here. They want to be pushing and crashing this wave over to the bot side as much as they can here. So Careless as well as Sayo will be able to get as much priority and give a little bit of support towards the jungler here. Sway right now. Ooh, very good poke there coming in from the side of Careless. Doesn't want to get too careless though. Might actually get binded, and this could be a bad opportunity for the side of Oligarch. There goes the binding. I already said it again. A little bit of that coming out, but look at that. That percentage damage after that crit stack of the plasma. Oh, over to the top side though. We're going to be seeing AG come in. Oh, the Vital's going to get hit. Sai, beautiful flash. 2 flashes over the wall, and boom goes the clock onto the side of Ace Kings. 2-0 exchange. And over to the bot side though, we're going to be seeing more action there coming up. Oligarchs right now biting off a little bit more than he can chew. Sayo walking away, crawling away from the potential death that was awaiting him.
Okay, this is definitely the big wake-up call after that first game that we've had. This has been one fight right after another. Now it has been 2 kills on the side of Ace Kings as the fight breaks up over the Scuttler right there. And with that, they're actually going to be able to secure 2 Scuttlers. That vision, I feel the bottom Scuttler is going to be more important coming in the early game, seeing as the Mountain Dragon is going to be the first dragon popping up. That is a good objective to have in your pocket right there with the additional sustain.
Oh, wait. Careless there, almost getting caught. It seems that it was going to be a bit of a bamboozle there coming in from the side of Oligarchs. They weren't aware of the fact that they had a ward over onto the bush, and I think it was very wise for the side of Oligarchs for him to just get out of there, and lucky enough was able to get out. But over to the top side though, we're going to be seeing the grand challenge there. Oh, beautifully done there coming in from the side of AG. 2 more vitals to hit. There goes another one, going to be dashing in, but it's got to be careful though. There goes the spin from Sai. Will not be able to get that healing off and will have to back away.
Yeah, that ult beam, it was almost an ult burn on the side of Sai, that 5-stack. He looked like he was going to go back in the fight, but a very smart disengage really quick coming in for the Fiora. Not going to be able to get that ult in here, and it looks like it's going to be the Ziggs who's slowly going to rotate towards the top to try and get that lane to get pushed out. But no, the rest of the team is slowly collapsing in. A great ult coming from Azrael will literally seek everybody out into that bush and push them back all the way to the base as some of them start to recall right now.
Alright, we're going to be seeing 1-1-2, 11-2 right now over to the mid side there, trying to get as much as he can in terms of priority. Nothing much that he can do aside from the fact of trying to push it out. We do see a first kill there coming in from the side of Oligarchs. Careless, actually caught MF, definitely going to be working that out very, very well over the top side here, get that priority, working for his team in favor of the pressure that's building up over the top side. Will actually free up the Herald, but 3 more seconds before the Drake comes up. This is where this could deter could come in from the side of Oligarchs here. They do need a bit of prio over to the bot side here if they want to be securing the dragon.
Yeah, and it looks like every single time this Alistar has tried to get in a better position, that Lux has just constantly been rooting him. If I were that Alistar right now, I'd be pretty tilted, but that's just me personally right there. And it looks like they're going to get spot out on this. When Cataclysm does come down, it's going to be the Darius only in there, and he's going to get quickly melted down as the full focus of the team is going to be down. But now it's going to be the Alistar yet again. He's getting melted down, and right now that's 2 on the side for Ace Kings. They're going to get 2 people down. Low health though. They could try to re-engage and try to get another pick, but no, it's not going to happen. The Lee Sin gets a quick Sonic Wave, and he's going to try to go to the follow, but it's going to be on 1-1-2. Too tanky to even kill right here, and now they're going to be able to get the start on the dragon, but no, there's not over and done yet. Fiora's going to be able to get another kill. So low on health, she's still going, but no, she's going to fall down, but a quick trade right there, and it's just been blow for blow. That looks like a delayed ace at the point, as they secure the dragon for the
Oh
side
wait,
of
the fight's not going to be over yet. 1-1-2 right now, in a lot of trouble here. It's going to be pulled in. The Decimate right into the Noxian Guillotine onto him. Is going to be taking him down. It's going to be a 2-for-4 exchange. That 2 to the unofficial Ace. They're coming in for the side of Ace King, but it is going to be working out in their favor. Sai right now trying to find his best, trying to find his next victim, Krummish, but Krummish will be able to get away. Getting a little bit of that prio over to the bot side here. Wants to get as much freedom over to the bot side here as he's going to be pressuring that bot side turret.
And guys, don't worry, we see the whole bunch of love you guys are showing in chat for Ace King right now. In fact, I believe I saw a shout out earlier right there. I want to be able to read that out really quick because it was favorite. But all of the love that you guys are sending in right now is just as fast as this game. I'm not able to keep up at this very point right here. Yeah, it looks like it was Lewis Profetana who asked, Caster so good and clear like mineral water. Can you shout out Saya Chua, my friend from India?
All right, nothing but love to each and every one of you guys there. Saya Chua from India. Hope you are enjoying the show. So Luis Profetena, do remember to drop a like onto IRL Asia and show your love, and remember to watch from start to end. But oh wait, before that though, there's going to be a bit of a fight there, and it's going to be a bit of a contest. Will there be able to be a steal? No, there will be not. Beautiful hit by Pulverize. They're coming in onto 4, but it's not going to be followed up by anybody. There's going to be a huge problem. They're coming in for the side of Sayo. Kanekli is going to come down onto Careless, but right now comes the boom coming in from Chaizu there from the side of Oligarchs, but they're not going to be engaging or committing to the fight there. It's going to go Herald for the side of Ace King, and about 2,000 gold advantage for Ace King as we head into the 7-minute mark of this game.
Sayo actually managed to kite 3 or 4 people from the pit, who withstood the damage right there and only got them to peel towards Careless at the end as the Jarvan got the solo ult on top of him. It was still not enough to get anybody down. A quick exchange of ults right there does not equal into a kill though, so they're gonna have to try and go for a reset. They're probably gonna try to finish some of their core items at this point, trying to get some of their items here for more of the damage, but no, that's being set up right here. The Lux does miss the root though, so it is going to be a quick exchange right there. That quick knockup coming in from Alistar on the Kaisa. Not going to be a kill though, but a huge amount of damage right there. They are now just playing the spacing right now, trying to figure out where the good poke is and trying to get even more damage in, but no, it looks like it's going to end in a stalemate. Both sides at top going to recall and just recover.
All right, Krummish right there does decide to go back. We'll be able to buy some items there after he was able to push it out. There goes the final spark. Will not be able to land anything onto anyone, but does get that 2 minions over to the mid side here. Sway will be focusing maybe on something onto the bot side here, as we're going to be seeing 3 more members for the side of Oligarchs may actually be focusing. They really want this bottom side turret. The flash right into the pull. This could be bad here. There goes the flag and drag, but look at that size in the middle of it, but it's going to be very bad. That beautiful ultimate there coming in from the side of Krummish. Krummish will be able to go for the AKC rate. There goes 1. Will there be another one? There goes the ultimate coming in from Ziggs, hitting onto 3, but it won't be enough. The damage is good, but it's not going to be enough to take down anybody. 1 for nothing exchange in favor of the side of Ace King.
That was such a good knockup coming in from Sayo, but it was only as a disengage at that point, as the lack of damage right there was unable to secure any kill coming in from Oligarchs. Right now, they're playing the big defense game over Ace King, who has been just at their necks, trying to get every single kill and catch every man off position and punish them so harshly. And it looks like Ace King really wants to take this game without any more resistance. As the Ocean Drake starts spawning up right now, it is 1 second away. It looks like both teams are circulating over into this pit right now, as it is the site of our next fight. Ziggs gonna be quickly throwing out a defensive ability right out there, just trying to get a little bit of space to make sure they don't run in as they try to get this dragon. Oligarchs looking to get the Ocean Drake right here. It's gonna be a 2-man knockout coming in from Alistar. The quick ult coming in from Ezreal as a follow-up, but no, it's gonna be a straight heal for the backline. Jarvan is gonna be able to get so much damage in the back. The final spark going down, and the GA going to be blocking on the Jarvan. There's not going to be a kill just yet though. Ziggs solo on health, just literally falls to the Kaisa in 1 hit. 5 stacks on top of the Jarvan right there, but he's going to be able to fall right there. It is going to be a 3 for 1 exchange on the side for Oligarchs, so they are still in this game. They are going to be able to equalize this gold amount. There's only about a 400 gold difference, and it's going to be Oligarchs who is going to be taking this Ocean Dragon.
Oligarchs right now more concerned about getting that objective over to the bot side here. Going to work wonders for them as they head into the mid stages of the game.
Yeah, they're just making sure that they have their objectives in their pocket right now. They're trading in equal amounts right there. There's going to be, I believe, the Infernal Dragon who's going to be coming up next. So that is going to be the more important dragon to fight for much later. But again, it's only going to be in about 3 minutes or so. I could be off about the timing right there. Again, it's way too early to start planning for that dragon, but it is going to be the site of the next fight. Baron is on the map right now, so that could be another objective that these two want if they want to try to finish the game early, try to take as much powers as you can. But I remember the Ziggs on the side of Oligarchs is going to be able to shove the wave so hard right now to be able to take the objective, as we only see that about one tower on the side of Oligarch has fallen in favor for the side of Oligarchs in this game in total.
Both these teams for the Philippines right now looking towards getting a very dominant side here, but we do see Ace King right now still in control very much, but it seems that Oligarchs coming back into the game.
Yeah, they're making their way slowly back. It's going to be about 100 gold difference right now. Very minimal. You can literally forget about that. This game is pretty much dead even though Ace King has 2 more kills in their pocket right now. The XP difference might be might be the small difference right here, but that is very easily overcome, as you pretty much gain experience breathing in this game.
Yeah,
buying items.
Definitely. I mean, just by existing, you get a little bit of experience there. But all jokes aside, we're going to be seeing Oligarchs right now slowly trying to build up a bit of a lead against Ace King. But it seems that with 2 Drakes in their, with a Drake each in their favor, this is going to be very interesting indeed. Could be a very back and forth game, as both these teams right now struggling with the tempo. Both of them playing a push-pull game here, as we're seeing that both these teams are very much adamant towards closing out this game as quickly as they can here, as Ace King right now very much trying to defend over to the mid side here, and over to the top side though we might see AG right now in a lot of trouble. AG right now taking a lot of poke against the Ezreal there over to the top side. We see Careless right now all over to the top side. They are going to be focusing out. There goes the Cataclysm onto 1. The Flash is going to go onto 2. But there we go. EKTN Ring comes down, but it's not going to be enough to get anyone down into the mid side here, as Ace King decides to bug out.
I felt that Ace Kings, knowing that there are at least 2 people split pushing on the side and the Fiora heading line alone, might have gone for the jump early on, knowing that it's only 3 people in the mid, but probably too close to the tower to be able to do anything. They're going to just have to reset and be able to think about what their next game plan is. What is the next big objective that they have to fight for right now? Because fighting the Ziggs in terms of the tower push right now has not been great in their favor. Granted that the mid tower is at very low health, but they haven't gotten they've only gotten 1 tower down, and it's going to be the bot tower that falls in favor for Ace Kings right here. But no, quick exchange right here. Fiora might get caught out if she stayed in any longer, but no, she's going to be retreating onto her side of the river right here and recalling safely away. All these teams need to find a way to make money right now to try and make a difference in the next big team fight, because that is where the win will fall in. Who will win the next team fight, let alone take this next objective? It could be a catastrophic turn of events just in a snap of your fingers.
Yeah, it could be, like you said, a catastrophic turn of events. However, we have seen teams time and time again turn it around. We do see over to the bot side though, Decimate will not be able to land, as we go and we're seeing the spin to win coming in from the side of Oligarchs. Will not be able to hit the target true, but we do see that there is going to be a shift of balance here coming in from the side of Oligarchs, as they will be able to take 2 turrets in their favor here. And it seems that Careless right now, not so careless indeed with the killing spree, as we do see a solo kill over to the top side here, as we're going to be seeing Oligarchs right now slowly clawing their way back into the game. Ace King right now slowly seeing all the advantages lose out.
Yeah, and that was the other win condition that Ace King had, having the Fiora in their pick. They are going to be able to split push, but no, Careless says no split push for you. They're going to be able to quickly shut down any sort of advantage they had going into the top tower as they take down the Fiora. And now, right now, she is still off the map right here. The dragon is coming up shortly. Will she be able to come back in time to fight for this objective is a whole nother question.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole nother question indeed, as it's going to be Infernal Drake that's going to be coming in here. Oligarchs right now, a lot of urgency in their step. We do see a teleport, if I'm not mistaken. They're coming in. Voice Seeker is coming in. Oh, AG dashing it over the wall. There goes a beautiful one, but there goes 1. True Shot Barrage comes out, but will not be able to land onto 1. Beautiful steal there coming in from the side of Ace King. Ace King right now on the retreat, as we see that the chase is going to come through. But look at that, Krimish right now in a lot of trouble. Cataclysm is good. They're coming in. Sion is going to get taken down. Boom goes the clock here. As we're going to be seeing another one. Spins to win coming in. As we see Careless now on a rampage. Double kill. There's going to be more and more. Unstoppable is going to be Careless. There's nothing careless about Careless, as he gets another one. Triple kill. Dominating Careless right now. Pushing it up.
Oh my goodness, it looked like a big misplay coming in from the side of Oligarchs as they get a Cataclysm with the teammate in there dying to the tower right there. Sayo, unfortunately, will be the only one to fall though, 3 kills in the pocket for Oligarchs means this is a huge equalizer right there. They're going to be able to take this Baron almost uncontested at this point. And right now, all the waves together with Ziggs pushing with this right now looks very, very tricky for the side of Ace King. I do not want to push against that Ziggs right now, knowing how much wave clear he has.
I think Ace King right now lost out a little bit on the tempo. That they had so much tempo for the early few stages of the game, but it seems that objectives were not in their focus here, as they were focusing more on Oligarchs and some of these very reckless exchanges, a lot of coin flip fights that were taken from the side of Ace King. The Oligarchs right now a little bit more measured, a little bit more calculated in some of these exchanges here, but not discounting Ace King. It's still anyone's game here if they come back into the game, but they have to be very, very wary of Careless here. Careless right now, 7-1-3. Mortal Reminder, Train Force, as well as Muramana and Blade of the Ruin King in his pocket, as well as a Zonya's Hourglass. This is going to be very hard for them to actually catch Careless, who is very slippery on that Ezreal.
Yeah, the Grievous Wound affected by the Mortal Reminder right there are going to be really, really damaging right there. And he's going to just throw the ult right down the center just to clear the wave and to get a little bit more damage. Everything is a bonus at this point. Again, with this Baron buff, look how they could just walk towards mid tower, force the whole team to recall. 1,000 health on the tower doesn't mean anything. 2 hits. All it took was 2 hits to take down 1,000 health as they go in there again.
Oh boy.
It's another hit on the tower. They don't stand a chance. They're trying so hard to protect it. The inhibitor tower has no chance at this point to stand up any longer. They're going to need to find a pickup right here, and they get the good route coming onto the Ziggs, but is that the real problem? I don't think so. Careless is actually standing at the side right there. Any bit of damage he can put out is huge. He's going to get a quick poke on the Kai'Sa right now. The Ziggs ult landing. It looks like Kai'Sa has to run back. There's no way she can fight this anymore. And with that damage gone off to the side, 2 inhibitor towers are going to fall. And look, the big exchange coming in right there. But no, there's attempts at a knockup. But this is a quick equalizer right now, as they're going to be able to get a triple kill potentially. Down goes Sile, and it looks like there it is. The turnaround that Ace King needed. They're going to be able to take them out. And right now, it is going to look like a big push coming from the side of Ace King.
3 members down already, 3 members without Baron here, as we're going to be seeing Caught as well. Chezu now left for the side of Oligarchs, as we do see Ace King right now wrestling away a bit of control from the side of Oligarchs, but it seems that Ace King right now has a little bit of a mountain for them to climb here, as a beautiful ultimate there coming in onto 112 will be able to at least heal it up. They do want to get a little bit of urgency here, about 20 seconds left, about 10 seconds left before they have to back out, so they have to be very wary here. If they die right now, they may lose out on a lot of this advantage. GA has been popped. There goes the final spark. Will it be enough? There goes one onto the golden there for the side of Chezu. Zonya's Hourglass will definitely be the savior in that exchange, as we do see Ace King right now knocking on Oligarch's door.
But look at the Nexus. Here comes some Canyon minions coming at the bottom right there. There is no tower to stand in the way right here, as they're coming in right now. Super minions really, really close to that to the Nexus. They're going to be able to just spawn in time, though, the minions stopping that wave, but they're going to have to push the bottom wave as hard as possible. If another fight breaks down and the cannons get any closer, it could be GG's. So Ace King, their win condition is slowly slipping away as long as there are minions on the table right now, and it looks like it is the Elder Cloud Dragon, and it's going to be Oligarchs who started off.
Oh boy, this is going to be very, very bad indeed. Winning us Drake here coming into play, as we're going to be seeing Ace King right now trying to jostle for position. There goes a beautiful one right there. Ikitian Ring going to come down, as we do see that there is going to be a very interesting fight. Ace King will be able to get that Elder Cloud Dragon in their pocket here. Very beautiful binding there coming in, but you see that Nasty will be able to get him. Beautiful Cataclysm onto 4. We do see that all of them are going to be coupled up. There goes the GA onto 1 there, and it seems that this is going to be very bad there. Oligarch right now taking advantage of the situation here, as they're going to be turning it around. Double kill going to go over to them, and Krimish will be able to be taken down. Kaboom goes all members of Ace King. It's going to be an ace for the race, for the base, as we do see a very sad look on the face of Ace King.
Oh my goodness, ending it off with an ace. They get the dragon, they get the game, and it is all over. Oligarchs moves from round 2 towards round 3. GG's right there, but it was such a close game midway.
It was
incredible.
Such a very close game. Yeah. I got so excited.
Word sandwich right there.
Until I just sandwiched my own words, tongue twisters right there. So sorry for you guys. We were trying to be as clear as mineral water, as one of our viewers said. So for those of you guys who are just joining us here, remember we are coming to you live from IRL Asia for the League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey. Big congratulations towards the side of Oligarchs. Not to discount Ace Kings, they had very good control towards the early stages of the game, while some people in the chat are saying Ace Kings choke? I don't think so. I think Ace Kings dropped the ball slightly, and Oligarchs just recognized one big mistake, took advantage of it, and decided to steamroll their way to victory.
And that is the sort of margin that you can't afford to give when you're in a tournament. And it's those very, very small, minor things that will just be taken advantage of. So in that situation right there, Ace Kings have been so good before, but no, Oligarchs is going to come out on top. As we see the MVP coming on the side of Oligarchs is going to be Careless. Oh, he did so much damage in this game. It was incredible, but not to discount the Kaisa coming in from the other side again. We had so much support coming in from the chat for this man. Krumish is going to be your MVP for the side of Ace Kings.
I do like the fact that Krumish was able to do a substantial amount of damage here. We do see that there is going to be a difference of about 11,000 damage here coming in from the side of Careless. But Careless was very much involved in a lot of those fights, was able to throw off those mystic shots with a lot of accuracy. When you compare it to Krumish, Krumish does have to get quite close in. And when you look at those margin of errors there that was being done by Krumish compared to Careless, Careless a little bit more safe in terms of the mystic shots compared to Krumish. So we can see the difference of damage here. But man, oh man, was it a very interesting game coming in from Oligarchs. Oligarchs very much aware of the fact that they won't be able to win some of these early game exchanges. As you can see, the total farm compared to the total farm from blue and a red, we see that there is just a crazy discrepancy here, as toward the 9-minute mark was where the power spike happened for the side of Oligarchs, and they just turned it around very well.
Yeah, they were able to spot the fault right in Ace King's fights right there. Some really great cataclysms coming in from Oligarchs. It was incredible. I can't wait to see the replays. Of course, that's coming in much later though. Let's just talk about that sort of macro that was coming in from both teams, because it was just relentless waves of pressure coming in from Ace Kings, and they were looking to take the early game. But when it was starting to drag out again, you can see the clear divide on that graph was when they were not being able to hold out in the fight. And you know what? Why don't we just take a look at the replays and see exactly where it all started to go down.
All right, let's relive the moments here, as we're going to be seeing some of the early game fights here coming in from the side of Oligarchs as well as Ace King. This is where Ace Kings were able to readily get that 2-0 advantage here very early on with about a 1,000 gold advantage. This was some of the fights that actually turned around for the side of Ace King compared to Oligarchs here. Oligarchs were able to be able to actually handily push out a lot of damage for these early exchanges, but you see that Ace King right now very much well aware of the fact that the composition was a lot stronger in some of these fights, and the positioning coming in from the side of Oligarchs were a little bit poor for some of these early exchanges here. Definitely worked in favor for the side of Ace Kings. They were able to secure one of the early Drakes here very well indeed, as they're going to be fighting it out very well as AG tries to get back into the fight. But look at that, beautifully done coming in from the side of Ace Kings compared to Oligarchs. This was where Ace Kings had to play it a little bit safe here. I think that there was a little bit of problems here as they were trying to fight it out, a bit greedy here, a bit of overstay coming in from the side of Ace King, and the Noxin Guillotine will be able to end that out.
Yeah, despite how big the kill lead Ace King got, again, 2K when you're at least 4 kills up says a lot of something. The other team is definitely working on their micro. Again, a 4-man knockup coming in from the side of Sayo. And look at him, kite 4 people on this side, and only does the Jarvan spot out Careless right there. Gonna be able to get a solo Cataclysm, but the Ziggs all literally forces him back, doing so much damage. They're all gonna have to fall back at that point, no matter how well Sayo kited right there. And I felt like Sayo was a victim in a lot of his own team fights, because his own team didn't let him peel off or anything like that. All he could do was go in, get the knockup, and die. And even right here, Sai, he's not going to be able to survive much longer. He gets a Q just to get a little bit more sustained, but Kaisa is going to quickly try to melt him down. The root comes in, and then Sayo, all he can do is just get the 4-man knockup just to be able to disengage right there, and takes as much damage as he can for the rest of the team. But they are still hanging around there, and that's not where you want to be. So they're going to have to quickly reorient themselves at this point. And right here, this was the second dragon in this game. Again, a very good engage coming in from Sayo as he gets a 2-man knockup in a really good funnel right there. But no, instead Ace King goes straight to the back line, trying to take care of Careless and Ziggs right there at the back. But no, they are still alive. They're still doing quite a bit of damage right here, and the fight slowly peels off, realizing that these guys are still alive, and one by one Ace King falls down on that part.
This was the fight where Careless actually came back into the game. There was able to get that double kill very well indeed. I think he also got a shutdown, and I think that was the biggest determining factor here for the side of Oligarchs. Oligarchs. What they needed was Careless actually pop off and basically scale in with a lot of damage. And because Ezreal as a champion is very, very well indeed in terms of how much damage he is consistently able to push out. And this was where I think some of the fights really turned for the side of Oligarchs here, as Ace King right now beautifully done there. That knock up onto 4 that came in from the side of Sayo was definitely a game changer here, as Oligarchs right now being very, very aggressive indeed. But this was where the Cataclysm actually turned it around there for the side of Ace King, as they turned it beautifully around. But the fight was a little bit too much. Look at that. Careless right now still able to do so much damage from a very, very safe distance. As we can see right now, Noxing Guillotine comes down. Triple kill goes over to Careless, and Careless is definitely not careless in this game. There goes the Baron, the first Baron of the game towards the side of Oligarchs, and this was the beginning of the end, as Ace King right now more concerned about tunneling themselves into a very defensive position here. No follow-up that could have actually turned the game around here, as a 7k goal advantage seemed to be building for the side of Oligarchs.
Yeah, again, this late game was really the end for this side. Kermish barely able to survive that exchange right there. Had to go all the way at the back of the base to regen. But here again, we see Oligarchs getting a bit actually careless at this point. They're going to get Cataclysm in, and it's going to be 3 men down, 2 men only going to be able to survive on the side of Oligarchs, but it was still not quite enough, as we see this substantial gold lead in their favor for Oligarchs. They were able to take this Elder Dragon, which not much contest, as they were able to secure, I believe, an ace right there. Great timing on the Fiora, actually, to dash right after the Q, knowing that he was a bit vulnerable right there. Really, really good pokes, but it was not going to be enough. Elder Cloud Dragon going to the side of Ace King, and great Cataclysm, but the damage, where is your damage, guys? You're still not getting all of them down. They're barely surviving, and the damage output does definitely outweigh Ace King right here, as even Kermish is unable to kill the support, and all of them just running straight towards the Nexus and finishing the jobs the minions started right there. And there was your win. Oligarchs coming out on top against Ace King.
Man, oh man, was that a little bit of a... I think that's the reason why our commenters actually gave it a 50-50, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, even 50-50 early on, yeah.
A very even 50-50, and I don't blame you guys, because it was a very early game dominance there being shown from the side of Ace Kings. However, Oligarchs, they just funneled themselves up. They knew for a fact that, okay, well, all we need to do is just not die, not be too reckless in some of these exchanges, and make sure that we catch Ace Kings with the hands in the proverbial cookie jar. And a lot of times I felt that Ace King were caught in positions where, yeah, they did pull the trigger very well on the fight, but it seems that the re-engage that was coming in from the side of Oligarchs was just a little bit too much for them.
Yeah, again, somehow they managed to sustain them outright there. They were basically able to scale up in terms of that and just be able to dominate the fight, and it was just too much for Ace Kings to handle in that late game. But guys, this was only, I believe, what, the second round of this day?
Oh yeah.
This is the second round. We got 5 rounds total. So guys,
so much game.
Please stay tuned into the chat to catch round 3. We're only taking 3-minute breaks right now, so we are gonna be able to get into the next round after these 3 minutes. We will see you then.
Come back. If you don't come back, I'll delete your Wild Rift account. Do it. Do it now. Do it.
Can I turn off the fail? Wait, apa benda? Apa benda tu? I missed both? What? Huh?
Hey. Whoa, sorry.
I'm a dirty.
Alright, let's play some Beat Saber. Let's go.
We're playing, yo. I got the power.
Itu easy lah.
I got the power. I got unlimited power.
Game.
Habis. Missing way too many.
Okay, I'm missing out. Wait.
I'm coming closer. Victory is mine. I'm making history this time. I'm living this moment, living the I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty.
I'm colorblind actually. That was hard, but nothing too hard.
It's way too hard, man. Too confusing.
That was challenging. Yeah. Good game, good game.
It was good. I beat Lionel.
Weh, sana. Asal aku tak lulus, Mat. Serius ah. Tapi serius, susah. Tak boleh. Sebab dia bagi aku hard. Aku tak boleh nak main.
I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty. Accelerator. I'm a dirty. Look, mom, that's a dirty. Nah, you ain't never heard me swerve. Swing by the swing.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, summoners from across Southeast Asia and the rest of the world. This is the League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey, brought to you by IRL Asia, partnered up with Homiee, sponsored by Inch Theory, where every inch matters in terms of home design, and of course, Odysseys Malaysia, growing together with gamers. I'm Hound. He is downright fierce, and we are your casting crew for today. And man, oh man, was that last game a bit of a doop kind of game.
It really woke us up right there because it was non-stop after, I believe it was like the first minute, 30 seconds. As soon as the Scuttlers came up, it was fight. But at the end of the day, it was oligarchs. They have been able to take Summoners Odyssey before. So that experience right there, again, I haven't been able to see Diet once in a long time. Of course, coming back as Ace Kings, it was a bit of a discrepancy right there, but again, we had a question open up to you guys in the chat where we asked the most OP champion in this patch was, and let's just see right here, we have a couple of varied answers. We got a Gragas coming up over here. Again, very varied, quite strong, been able to flex in multiple situations. I kind of agree with that. Lee Sin, okay. Katarina though, Katarina, I feel like she does suffer a bit early on. She does scale a little bit better. I kind of feel what you're going for though when you're saying that she's strong and OP.
Yeah, I think Katarina, yes, I do agree, for solo queue might be a little bit of a problem, but I think in games at this level, teams are a little bit more well coordinated to make sure that they are able to shut them down. Camille though, I do agree with the Camille, a very, very strong pickup here in terms of the damage as well as the Hextech Ultimatum. But Rammus, we have not seen Rammus yet in this tournament because of the, I think normally when a new champion comes out, they normally give it about a week or two before it comes into the professional rotation or the tournament rotation. So do look forward, because we might actually see Rammus actually come up in the next few stages as the tournament progresses. But we also have names such as Tryndamere, Rammus, but I think Rammus was the name that has been mentioned at least 3 to 4 times across this entire question here. So remember, the most OP champion in this patch. Do drop your answers over the questions there, and we are, it is closed out already, so we're going to have more questions for you guys as the game progresses.
Yes, and speaking of which, I believe we are in round 3. Again, we've only had 2 games so far. The first one, a bit of a slow start, but really a calculated victory on that side. But the second game, Ace, so much love coming in for Ace. Esports was just not enough. But let's take a look at who is standing left in this bracket as we go into the third round for the tournament.
Oh boy, the brackets were so big just now it's just down to the creme de la creme. We shall have to wait and see as who will be progressing towards the later stages of the game. Top 4 is going to be up for grabs here. Nova PH Esports, Heaven Will Fall, Sina Guerrero version 2. Reunion, Wabros Cakes, Oligarchs, Drifters Aura, and looking for a manager. It seems that the Indonesian team will not be able to come back into the game or actually make it into the top 8. So the top 8 is going to be a Filipino affair.
Yeah, it's all Philippines from here on out. And actually, our next game will be Sina Guerrero version 2 versus Reunion. Reunion have been so close to tying the Summoners Odyssey. They've been at the grand finals, they were at the cusp of victory, but they were unable to pull victory out from their pocket. So who knows, with this gap left from, I believe, Ardent Esports not being in here and other teams that were other victors before, maybe Reunion is looking to fill their pocket with another victory right here. We just have yet to see.
We have yet to see it. And for those of you guys who are just joining us, remember, do drop us some likes. And of course, follow the page. We do need 10K likes because we are all about that. So 10K is the numbers that we want to go for. So if you guys haven't liked the page, do it. Do it now, because the more likes we get, the more money I get, the more my cat gets expensive cat food.
Yes, indeed. And now it looks like we're going to go straight into the draft phase. The games have been going up so much faster, the breaks are much smaller, and the intensity has just picked up. And it looks like it's going to be Sina Guerrero who is going to be picking the first ban. And okay, they don't want to deal with a Katarina. Don't want to play the late game. Don't want to scale right there. No Katarina for the side of Sina Guerrero.
Yeah, Guerrero.
A tongue twister right there at the end there. I also have to say it's version 2.
Yes.
And it's going to be Akali being banned on the side of Reunion, but now they're going to be able to ban 2 in a row. So their second ban will be...
I'm thinking maybe it's either Camille or maybe a Gragas. Not entirely sure what's going to be going on here, but it's going to be a Braum. Oh man, bamboozling me yet again. Reunion right now looking towards reunionizing themselves against Sinag Guerrero V2. Very interested to see what the final ban coming in for Sinag is going to be. And this is going to be a very interesting one indeed. Oh, Lee Sin. So we do see that these bans are going to be very, very interesting indeed. That leaves the Camille Gragas in play. We might actually see maybe a Galio as well. So we did see that Galio does get picked up quite a bit. And this could be a very interesting pickup here. Sinag will be able to come in with the first pickup as they are on the blue side, whereas Reunion will be able to secure their last and final pick. So I don't know about you guys. Let us go into the pick phase in a bit here. Boom, a breaker near Omsim, Jengsi, as well as Kiss Death on the side of Sinag Guerrero. On the side of Reunion is going to be Alone, Korean words too, Envy and Smooth. I do apologize for those of you guys at home. Oh my goodness, the man himself. I'm a big Jin guy. A big Jin guy, so I was really hoping to see Jin. But looking at how we've been seeing thus far, they do like to give a little bit of those hyper carry and a lot of those percentage health damage champions over on the ADC side, or they go for those long range pokes with the Ezreal. So I'm thinking that that's going to be very interesting indeed. Omsim right there immediately picking up the Ezreal, so I think there's going to be a very good pickup against the Kai'Sa. A lot of range that's going to be coming in from the side of Sinag. Gragas being picked out as well, the Wukong and Ezreal there on the hover. Diana and Kai'Sa for the side of Reunion as a reply to the Gragas pickup.
I've been a big fan of Diana as slowly as this meta's getting on, because like she's been able to just be so active in terms of dealing damage, more so than the ADC at some points, because she is able to just focus so hard down on some enemies, being able to get her passive, her third attack, the attack speed just going up and amping up. But look like it's going to be Camille also on the side for Reunion right here, and they're hovering over the Janna right now. Again, I don't really see a very strong front line for Reunion at this point. There's not a big tank at this point. Maybe they're saving it for the last bit, but the Janna is definitely going to be able to help for any disengage gone awry on the side for Reunion.
I'm really interested to see where the what is going to be the pickups here coming in from the side of a Reunion for their final pickup. We do see that Seraphine is going to be hovered over and locked in for the side Jengsi, and we do see Kiss Death right now hovering over the Galio. I think the Galio is going to be a very big pickup here. We do see the Wukong as well as the Galio and Gragas are going to be very, very beefy indeed. Gragas will be able to flex into either a beefy champion or either a damage champion. So I'm really interested to see how Reunion is going to reply with that. They're going to go for the Garen. Garen does have quite a bit here in terms of being a bit of a beefy bruiser, a beefy tank fighter kind of pickup here. So I do like what Smooth is going, looking to be the smoothest operator for the side of Reunion. But I do not like the fact that coming in from the side of Reunion, they only have Smooth. So if they're able to basically camp the top side, make sure that make sure that Smooth on Garen does not play, does not actually get the items to make him tanky, that's going to be a huge problem for Reunion.
Yeah, but remember that Garen also tanks by spinning around as well. You don't want to stay in that spinning range for very, very long. But again, a lot of the side from Reunion, they're going to be able to poke from a little bit of a distance. Granted that Ezreal can sort of outpoke them just in pure distance-wise with the skill shot right there, with Mystic Shot. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Garen has to now have to peel for 4 members of the team, and that's only 1 man. There's no wall, there's no nothing else. He's not going to be able to lock down somebody. The best thing that this Garen can do is literally silence somebody and try to get them out of the picture and out of the fight as fast as possible with his ult. So when it comes to this fight, I feel like the solution from Reunion is all in, get the kill and run out.
Yes, that's the thing. And I feel that damage is going to be a big thing coming in from the side of Reunion, whereas Sina Guerrero to version 2 does have a very interesting composition here. Let's go to the game. The Sirens are going to go out. May we witness a massacre on one side, or may we witness a very close game here? We shall have to wait and see. It has been very close thus far throughout the 3 games that we have witnessed already, but it might be a change of pace here if Sina Guerrero will be able to pick up a very outstanding lead here, because looking at what Sina Guerrero is providing here, I'm really interested to see how they are going to interact with Reunion here as the game starts.
Yeah, again, I've long are the days gone for the 1-3-1 formation coming in from this game. It is going to be a standard 1-1-2 right here, along with the jungler going to be able to roam around. They're going to get a quick rotation as the teammates start to help out in terms of getting the buffs right now. But it's going to just be a war of attrition, getting the vision down, getting as much intel on when the objectives pop up as soon as they do. But a bit of aggression coming in from the mid. The Diana not relenting right now, just trying to get in this Galileo's face right here. And the jungler might just have to step in right here. Nier going to be able to just walk in front and say enough is enough. Stop bullying my mid lane at this point. But again, Diana was also being put low on health, so it might be a potential fight down in mid. Nah, they're just going to back off. Again, early in the game, the macro is just way too important to pass out right there for waiting around and getting the kill. So there's going to be a quick rotation right now. And I just don't like this top lane having to fight against the Gragas of Garen. You don't have a lot of the range, but it looks like an early fight coming in right now. It looks like Wukong was able to just harass him a little bit, force us in off position, and there goes a lot of the creep score out of the way, as he's not going to get a lot of last hits.
I think this is going to be a very interesting hunter strategy that's coming in for the side of Sinak. They want to be able to make sure that the Garen doesn't get tanky over to the top side. So Smooth is going to be maybe the focus of a lot of this early ganks here, mainly because of if they're able to get him down in terms of being able to not be that durable, then if he's going to get blown up in some of these early stages, oh my god, one more hit there, the heal's going to be good. There goes that closer onto it, try to get down that kill over to a Jinxie. Jinxie will be able to get away. Luckily enough, there was a little bit of sustain to come back into the game. So Sinak right now in a very precarious position here as members of Reunion right now jostling for position and may try to go for the dive.
Yeah, it looks like the Camille is primed and ready to try and jump in right here, but no, sees that the rocks are actually uncontested at this point, has the red buff, so it's going to be able to quickly get rid of this. This is going to be a lot of money in the pocket right here. Usually you don't go for this so early on, but it's going to be an advantageous lead right here, as she is able to swipe up almost every single bit. Corki going to be able to just blast the Gatling gun down as a preventative message sort of from jumping in right there and just being able to do enough damage to take away the rocks. But it looks like a very strong exchange in the favor of the Gragas right here. It's Garen getting bullied at the lane, but it's going to be only for so long. If he starts to scale up any harder, he's just going to be a wall to this other team.
Alright, so we're going to be seeing some problems here that's being suffered by both these teams here. It seems that from the side of Reunion, they do want to be giving a lot of that ganky attention over to the bot side here, whereas Sinak Guerrero more concerned with the top side for denying Smooth and his ability to get tanky there. He's going to be able to get a little bit of that immolate with the Cinder. Okay, excuse me, yeah. So anyway, as we're going to be seeing here, a bit of the Howling Gale there going to go and not going to be followed up well there from the bottom side. From the side of Reunion right now trying their best to actually go for some of these exchanges, as Omsim right now trying his best to just keep poking out.
Yeah, and that wave is actually completely negated right now, and that might be good for either side of the team at this point, because it is 15 seconds for the Cloud Dragon to appear right here, and that's going to be an important dragon. That additional movement speed going to be pretty crucial in terms of getting in and out, and I believe it's going to benefit Reunion a bit more because they need that mobility to be able to engage fast and run out before the follow-up ults coming in from the Galio, coming in from the knockup from the Wukong, coming in from the Seraphine right there. They're going to need that additional movement to just be able to really run away. As we see, the vision is going to be set up on the side for Reunion, so they're going to be able to see that they got the scanner going down right here, and they're going to get rid of it as fast as possible. So this is going to be the big fight coming up, and everybody knows this right here. The Dragon's already just bugging everybody out, just wondering why everybody's hitting him, but it's going to be the Diana that's going to be caught up in position, but just walking away from all that, going to be going in. But no, the attack from the line right here, Galio is going to be caught out on his own, but is everybody putting his attention on him? Their backline is slowly falling apart. The great Gragas ult is going to come in. The Galio follow-up. They're going to get the knock-up on 4 people right here. Garen is barely going to be able to run, but no, he falls. But it's going to be a trade right here. But they're all on such low health. Another follow-up. The Corki goes down, but no, the Seraphine is able to land, I believe, the Charm on top of the Kaisa, and Kaisa will also fall. So this is going to be a very dead even trade right here on either side. But no, they're going to keep going. They're going to keep going. No, there's 3 of them right there. You're going to have to run. Okay, they managed to dodge a bullet right there, but no, Kaisa's right back in the picture. Oh no! That could have been really catastrophic right there, but no, it looks like Reunion is going to be able to secure the kill on top of the Gragas right there. So they dragged this fight for a very long time, but the Dragon is still in the picture. Team members are already starting to reset, and they might try to consider going for the Dragon right now, as we see the Garen is back in the picture.
Yeah, looking at how Sinak as well as Reunion are interacting with one another, it is going to be very interesting to note that Reunion were able to get 1 more kill ahead of Sinak, and I think that was mainly because Sinak bit off a little bit more than they can chew in that fight. I felt like they should have just backed out as soon as they were able to get those fights and not be too greedy and try their level best to actually be aware of their positioning. But it seems that Sinak right now may actually get this early Drake here, the winningest of Dragons here in terms of win rate per element. So I'm thinking that Cloud Drake is going to be on the high priority there. Hextech Ultimate is going to go down onto 1. Might be a very interesting one. How the heal hits onto 3. That was very beautiful indeed. Look at that. The Kaisa right now doing a lot of damage there. 1 more hit. We'll be able to get down 1. There goes the double onto the Camille. Camille getting the killing spree. Getting that triple kill. Ooh, baby, a triple. Someone get the camera there. It is going to be a very good, memorable fight there over towards the Dragon Pit. As we're going to be seeing Reunion right now pushing out over to the top side, as we do see Smooth right now. Smooth operator indeed, looking towards getting their first blood turret.
Yeah, and that is just overall wins in terms of objective. Not only were they able to secure that dragon, but the top tower alone. Garen wasn't present in that fight at all. A beautiful ult coming from the Diana was able to just knock them off their feet, and there was no contest at that point in the fight. They're going to even try to... They just took the Rift Arrow right there. They had such a momentous lead right now. They're securing every single objective that is possible on this map, so that the next time the next dragon comes out, even though it's going to be the Ocean Dragon, they are going to be able to drop the Rift Herald and serve the other team an ultimatum, whether they want to contest them fighting this dragon or tower. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a win-win, even given that ultimatum right there. But again, they can drop that Rift Herald at any point in time. But this lead looks really big on the side for Reunion. 7K up in goal.
Yeah, 7K up in goal here. Definitely a very, very good turn of events here for the side of Reunion very early on. And it seems that we are going to be looking at itemization here. See that Black Fever is going to be done for the Wukong. We do see that Trin Force there, almost 1 more item away for the Omsim. But over to the bot side though, we do see BSO on the Bjork as well as actually calling for the side of the Kaisa. So that is going to be very interesting indeed, as we're going to be seeing the Camille as well as Kaisa as well as the Diana right there doing a lot. Not only doing a lot in terms of how they're going to be fighting out, but also securing a lot of those kills. Abyssal Mask right into the Liandry's Torment is definitely going to be working wonders here for the side of Reunion.
Yeah, again, this is just going to be a lot of damage coming in from the side of Reunion. They're going to be able to stay in the fight, getting put as much damage out there. And it looks like the game plan is working. Deal a lot of damage early on, melt them down early, and don't worry about the peel. We don't have it right now. We don't need it. And look at that. She is able to just fend off these 2 people with just a couple Qs, doing so much damage right now. They're going to have to just walk back towards their tower right here. And this Garen is just walking like their jungle is his home. he is not going to be able to be spotted out at this point. He's just going to be able to explore to his heart's content. He's going to be able to take the fruits just so that there's not going to be any outplay later on. Maybe when the fight breaks out in the river right here, but it's just going to be all poking, all damage, all objectives coming in from the side of Reunion as they get as much as they can get.
All right, so you're going to be seeing here Envy right now trying to jostle in for, trying to put themselves into position here, and this could be where Alone is sitting alone in the brush here. Ooh, very good stuff there. And you see the Gragas right now. Oh, the explosive cast misses out right into the moonfall. That's going to be a very, very bad path there coming in right into the Gallia ultimate, right into Winds of War. Beautiful Howling Gale right into the ultimate there. Will be able to peel off the fight. As we're going to be seeing, the fight is going to be taken on to two fronts here, mid side and bot side, and it will go over towards the Kaisa getting onto the killing spree. As we're going to be seeing Rip Herald, they're going to be opening up. This is going to help them secure on towards the Ocean Drake here, as the Herald is going to help push them out, and it is going to put them into the back foot here. It seems that Sinak Guerrero right now playing on the back foot.
Yeah, with that fight, they thought they had the victory up at the bottom lane, but it was all for naught. They were actually fighting at two fronts. The Kaisa actually at the midpoint, dealing so much more damage than the Diana could at that. And it looks like they are still trying for the split push, as they might try to get some more vision coming down into the Baron Pit as they look at that next objective right here. But Kaisa's actually in the jungle right there. It might try to set up a death rush, but if she's out alone for too long, she can't actually fight more than one person at a time. She has to retreat, and there she goes onto the side of the river right here. As we see, the Ocean Drake has just spawned both objectives on the map right there. We also see a Baron coming in, but as we see it right here, it looks like the Dragon is going to be the more contested one at this point, seeing as the Omnivamp buff will be the favorite thing to get at the point.
Alright, so we're going to be seeing a lot of attention here being given to the side of Ocean Drake. So we do see that Sinak Guerrero does have one Drake in their favor. Really, you're going to be using it towards getting this. They really want to get this, but remember, Reunion right now in a very interesting position here. Howling Gale is going to go out, not going to be hitting onto one. Right into it, we're going to be seeing the Diana alone there fighting it out, but it's going to be the spin to win coming in from the monkey himself. Wukong right now trapped in the middle there. It goes Golden. Beautiful ultimate there coming in, but that's going to be not enough here. One more hit could be the end, as we're going to be seeing Wukong there gets taken down. Beautiful justice punch there from the side of the Galio for the side of Sinak. Will be able to get him down, but not going to be enough here. One more hit is going to be the end of days. Dominating for the side of Camille there. And you see that Reunion right now not interested in staying for the after party. They want to end this right here, right now.
And they're strong and primed to do it. Again, they only lost alone there, their Diana player. The great ult coming in right there, getting the majority of the team sucked into that fight. Again, I really like the idea of how Reunion is fighting this. They're actually fighting on multiple fronts, knowing that they can't fight a face-to-face fight with that Gragas right there. So you see them get the Gragas preoccupied with one side of the fight, and they might just get one pick. Meanwhile, the rest of the damage is going to peel and go straight for the backline, shutting down any source of damage that could eventually take the fight. So Corki does go down very fast. Seraphine not going to be able to sustain them at that point, and it's just a collapse, because all that's left is the Galio, who cannot do enough damage on his own or tank that much, and the Gragas eventually falls. So Reunion very, very smart in their team fights, knowing that they should really pick off and actually preoccupy the tanks so that they cannot engage. And it's just been really, really smart play right now, and Smooth just left to do the smoothest things possible, make sure these minions don't have any obstacles in their way.
And that's the thing that's going to open up a lot of freedom for the side of Reunion. Sinak Guerrero right now playing to the pace of Reunion that they have set already, about a total of 11 kills in favor of the side of Reunion here, with a total of 14, almost 17 goal advantage, 70k goal advantage here, as we're going to getting a Baron here. That's going to give them a lot more advantages here, not only pushing power but as well as a very crazy amount of priority. What is he doing in the middle of it? We're going to be seeing the kill there coming in. There goes one. The main damage dealer has been taken off for the count here. The teleport's going to come down immediately, as we're going to be seeing two that are being taken down. There's going to be a double kill going over to the Janna, the Envy right now. Definitely making the ADC envious, but there's going to be the Void Seeker to get him down. Dominating is going to be the Kaisa there, right into the ultimate, as we're going to be seeing a bit of a taunt there. Not going to be enough, as it's going to be Kiss Death right now. One kiss and one death going towards him, as they're going to be Ace, and this is going to be the race for the base, as we're going to be seeing Reunion right now knocking on Sinak's door.
Yeah, they're just taking tower damage, each one bit by bit, and showing a bit of their emotes. This has been just a dominating play coming in from the side of Reunion. It has been very, very good fights in terms of Reunion being able to get the great pickoffs at the side. Even with the rest of the team spawning in only now, they are able to take the mid inhibitor tower. All that's left on the top tower outside of their inhibitor is just that single top tower right now. But with this big push one more team fight that ends with either 2 or more members dead will go straight into a base race. And right there, the blue team refuses to surrender. They are more than capable. They want to put up a good show right here. They're going to give it their all right now. And it just means so much right there for Sinag to just keep fighting and putting it onto the end. Who knows? Maybe Reunion might get a little bit big for their britches and just try to, do a big play there, and it might turn on their head. Who knows? We will certainly not call this game over until we see that big screen.
Envy right now being chased up. Howling Gale will be able to peel up a little bit, but you got to be careful though, because we do see that Alone is going to be coming in from the side here. May actually want to come in with that first kill right into the Moonfall. So that's going to be very interesting indeed. They're coming in from the side of Reunion. As they're going to be pushing out over to the top side though, we're going to be seeing very much a very interesting fight there. As we're going to see, Precision Protocol is going to come off. Oh, legendary indeed coming in from the side of Camille over to the top side here. As we're going to be seeing Nexus there taking a little bit of damage. Super Minions now coming into the game. As we're going to be seeing more and more action here coming in from the side of Reunion. 70 kills in their favor here, as we'll be seeing Kids Death right now gets in the middle of it. Ultimate they're coming in from Jana will be able to heal up and get a little bit of the space there, but look at that special delivery package, will not be able to do much there as he gets taken out with the amount of damage that's coming in, but it's not going to be enough. There goes the spin to it. Will it be enough? No, it won't. There he goes. It's going to be a revive there coming in. GA has been popped, and it's only going to be a matter of time. Howling Gale comes off, and boom goes the clock as another legendary goes over towards the side of Camille, and this is the end for the side of Sinag Guerrero. Killing spree going to go over to a smooth. 1 more, 2 more hits coming in towards the Nexus, and there we go. Game over for the side of Sinag Guerrero, as Reunion will be able to dominate in game number 3 and handily hand a big defeat to Sinag Guerrero version 2.
Yeah, again, we've seen these guys play constantly in our tournaments, but it was just Reunion's game all the way. Those early fights really heavily in their favor, and it was just the landslide right there. I'm sure once the stats come up, I want to see the gold difference and the XP difference, because it's just going to be gigantic, and it looks like we're going to get into that really shortly. But again, the MVP is going to be going to the Camille. I'm very sorry, I cannot read that name at this point. You're just going to have to forgive me. I did not study my Korean at this point. So on the side for Sinag Guerrero, we have the MVP going to the Gallia. We have Kiss Death trying so hard to try and fight for his team, but it was not enough. 1 kill and 4 assists right there, but ultimately 4 deaths to him.
Man, we're going to be seeing some crazy plays here. Look at the damage share there coming in from the side of Reunion compared to Sinag Guerrero. As we're going to be seeing that the differences here onto Alone, as well as Camille and Kaisa doing crazy amounts of damage here. Envy not doing that much damage, but the utility score that comes in from the side of Envy, a lot of those fights were basically turned around mainly because the ultimate that came in as the Howling Gale that were able to basically keep Nier as well as Breaker from coming in and closing onto the Kaisa. So I think that's going to be a very, very determining factor here for the side of Reunion. A very handy defeat. But look at that. Wow. From start to finish, it was not even a contest here coming in from the side of Reunion. I mean, there was a little bit of a lead here from the 3-minute to 4-minute mark, but from 6 minutes onwards, it was just a downhill spiral for the side of Sinag Guerrero. They weren't able to actually build up any kind of offense against them, and it seemed that the control was never taken away from the side of Reunion, as Sinag Guerrero was struggling to stay in the game.
Yeah, it was really difficult to try and find a turning point that Sinag Guerrero could put out from there. It looked like they had the more interesting, the better team composition at this point, because again, Reunion didn't have really a good tank or someone to peel for them in that fight, but they just went and proved that they didn't need it at that point, just being able to do face melting damage right from the start. But let's look at the replays and see what sort of plays Reunion ended up doing to win the game at this point. So again, this is going to be the first dragon right here. Diana just being a complete nuisance, being able to land the Q early on, and he just walks away from a lot of the skill shots coming in from Sinag Guerrero. And then again, a quick engage coming in from the side. They're going to catch this Galio off position right here. The taunt does land on, I believe, on a single one. The Gragas Cascade going to be able to get at least a big hit right there, but no, they were really, really close to sealing out this team fight and getting it into the advantage for them. But no, as they suddenly split focus, it was all over. They really wanted to seal the deal field with a lot of these kills, but weren't able to finish their play. And here we see the Camille coming in from the side, just trying to get as much damage in as possible. The shields quickly activating for that side, gonna be able to really seal the deal for the Galio right here as the rest of the team slowly starts to form up. Kaisa, knowing that one of them is really low on health, just wants to get as much damage in as possible and stops them from actually getting to support the Diana's focus right there. So it is going to be in their favor right there as they get one kill over. And again, this dragon, it looked like it was going to be Sinan Guerrero's win right there with this dragon, but no, suddenly Reunion is going to be able to land such a beautiful ult in the center while they're all huddled at the pit. And right that they're just being able to pinpoint and focus down so many people. Again, sadly enough, they weren't able to get a single kill at that point.
It was a very unfortunate set of events there coming in for the side of Sinak. They were not able to turn around that advantage there. There goes the Galio ultimate onto 2, and it seems that Envy right there was able to come in. Beautiful. Look at that, the ultimate as well, the Howling Gale there, keeping away Kiss Death, making sure that they don't want to fight it out. The killing spree going over to the Kaisa there. The battle was taken onto 2 fronts, onto the mid and to the bot side here, and that was where Reunion were able to push the pedal to the metal. As soon as the Rift Herald came in, it definitely gave a lot of urgency towards Reunion, towards Sinak to defend it, and it seems that that was just a very good turn of events for the side of Reunion. They took advantage of it, and now they're going to be focusing a lot on the objectives that they so desperately need.
Yeah, again, they really needed something in their pockets right here, money or even buffs, but no, they get the pick off right there. Their main damage to their Corki falling into the backline right there. The Graga's trying the best ult he can, and at that point, Galio managed to get a great ult, but it was just to try and disengage, but it's not going to be enough. As they sort of split side by side, the Wukong does fall, and even the Galio does not run. And there was just the first of many aces coming up right here as they chase him down and secure the kill at this point. Again, they managed to go back up, finish the dragon while they have the rest of the team going for the split push right here. And again, this was only one of the aces that happened here. There were multiple ones, and I think it's going to be this one right here, the Baron, if I'm not mistaken. All
right, we're going to be seeing now Reunion going for that Baron, and we do see it was a very interesting one. Omsim right now with the special delivery goes into the middle of it without his team, and look at that. Oh no, it wasn't Omsim, sorry, it was a Breaker that tried to come in and tried it, but Godlike is going to go over towards the Kaisa, and as we can see, Nier as well as Jengsi being taken down as well as Breaker. Breaker the first unfortunate casualty, as it is going to be Omsim as well. The second last one to get taken down, Kiss Death right now. Going to be focused on by 3 members of the side of Reunion. As it's going to be taken down, it's going to be Ace, as we do see members of Reunion right now going to try to jostle for position, as members of Sinak Guerrero were basically playing towards the tune that was played from the side of from the side of a Reunion, as Sinak Guerrero struggled to actually try to get back into the game, try to get back as much control as they can. But at the end of the day, Reunion just a lot better in the macro and in the pacing of the entire game.
Yeah, actually at that bottom part, you saw Janna actually facing 4 people and they weren't able to engage on her. She was just such a scary presence on her own, and that actually speaks volumes of how this game turned. She is just a low support, in my opinion. She's not going to be able to actually fight unless she has the help, but they were unable to do anything right there. The great ult followed by the Diana, going to get a great ult again following the Moonfall, and Garen coming from the back trying to get as much damage as he can, but no, I believe the Diana does eventually fall right over here, but to no avail. Is going to be, I believe, yet another ace at this point. No, it's not going to be an ace because there's still the Seraphine and the Galio at the back right there, but they're able to slowly get these picks one by one off right there, and Galio solo on health has to stand out there to try and get these minions to stop hitting the Nexus, and it was just all over. Even with 3 people in the base, it was just not enough as Reunion takes it over Sinak Guerrero. That was a devastating match.
It was a very devastating match, and personally, I'm not a big fan of watching such dominating displays, right? I would always, as a caster, I would always love to see a very strong back and forth game, but Reunion just was better at so many levels, at so many turns, and I felt that Sinak Guerrero was caught out of their depth.
Yeah, it really felt like such, but again, these guys have been participating so much in these games. There's always room for growth and improvement. Again, we saw teams fight yet and yet again, and they managed to make it to grand finals and eventually take it. So guys in Sinak Guerrero, don't worry about that defeat.
Don't lose hope.
Don't lose hope. This is just a step in there. I hope you guys come back stronger and better. I hope you guys have a lot of fans in the back there trying to hold you back up and get into this fight yet again, because that is what we love to see. For now, I believe it might be a bit of an underdog match thing, but this is only because of that experience in the gap experience right there. You surely can take it back if you keep participating and keep playing in tournaments. So we really want to see that from you guys if you can make it again.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's time for us to take a break. I know I'm very parched, and I'm pretty sure that he's very parched as well. We're gonna get a little bit of a drink, and for those of you guys who just joined us, kick up your feet, relax, because we can't spell fun without you. So remember, join us again for the next game. We got one more game before we go into our grand finals. Semi-finals is up next. So I don't know about you guys, don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be back.
See ya.
Can I turn off the fail?
Wih, apa benda? Apa benda tu?
I missed both? What?
Huh?
Hey. Whoa, sorry.
I'm a dirty.
Alright, let's play some Beat Saber. Let's go.
We're playing, yeah. I got the power.
Itu easy lah.
I got the power. I got unlimited power.
Game.
I got unlimited power. Running the game, we are not playing the same. I was just going insane. Red, the blue from blue to red, the nigga from red from overhead. We're playing.
Habis.
Missing way too many.
Okay, I'm missing out. Fail.
I'm coming closer. Victory is mine. I'm making history this time. I'm living this moment. Living the I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty.
I'm colorblind actually. That was hard, but nothing too hard.
It's way too hard, man. Too confusing.
That was challenging. Yeah. Good game, good game.
It was good. I beat Lionel.
Weh, sana. Asal aku tak lulus, Mat. Serius ah. Tapi serius, susah. Tak boleh. Sebab dia bagi aku hard. Aku tak boleh nak main.
I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty. Bulk accelerator. I'm a dirty. Look, mom, that's a dirty. Nah, you ain't never heard me swerve. Swing by the swing.
Alright guys, welcome back. This is the semi-finals for League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey, organized by IRL Asia, partnered with Homiee, sponsored by Odysseys Malaysia and Inch Theory. Well, it's been just game after game here. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, starting slow, going crazy fast, ramping a little bit back down, but now we are here at the semifinals for today.
We are full speed ahead into the semifinals here, and it has been a heck of a tournament today. We have seen some very close games. We have seen some very, very dominant games here coming in from, I think it was Sina Guerrero version 2.0, version 2, as well as Reunion. Reunion just putting on a clinic onto Sina Guerrero, and I mean, all bets are off, man. I mean, Reunion just handily showed Sina Guerrero that they've been playing the game wrong for the past few tournaments. But enough about Sina Guerrero as well as a Reunion. Up next in game number 4 in our semifinals matchup, we're going to see Oligarchs going up against a Drifter Aura.
Yeah, so
Drifter's Aura.
Drifter's Aura. I haven't yet to see Drifter's Auras in here. We're going to see the bracket to see which teams made it through and who they had to fight through to get into the semifinals. Again, we're going to have Nova PH. They had to take down Heaven Will Fall. Unfortunately, they proved that only Nova PH will rise. At that point, Reunion, again, we saw them take out Sina Guerrero version 2.0 in a very strong performance again. We saw Oligarchs. Oh, they took out the Wild Rose Kings. They actually have a lot of support, Wild Rose Kings, but Oligarchs, very, very strong team. Now, Drifter's Auras is actually going to be a very, very interesting match because I have yet to see them in a stream match. I don't believe we've seen their name actually pop up in the bracket very often. This might be the first time, me personally, at least, this is the first time I've definitely seen their name up here. But they're in the semifinals, so this is a show of strength. They made it all the way up here. They actually took it over looking for manager, which was over on our first match, and it was a very, very convincing game towards them. So Drifter's Aura, definitely not a team to look down upon, and it's going to be our next game. Oligarchs, we already know, is very, very strong, but now this big unknown for us, Drifter's Aura.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting one. I've always believed that unknowns are always unknown quality. I mean, at the end of the day, when you just don't know anything about the enemy team, sometimes it could be very, very detrimental to you as a team. But also at the same time, it may give you a little bit of confidence that, okay, we don't know much about the team. It might be their first time coming into the game, or it might be even their first time actually entering this kind of tournament. So I'm pretty excited to see what Oligarchs is going to bring forward. We have seen Oligarchs defeated in the past before against crazier and a little bit more aggressive competition.
Of course.
For Drifter's Aura, I would like to see what they have in store here. The draft is going to be very interesting because it's going to be very revealing indeed to see how these two teams are going to be interacting with one another.
Yeah, to see what sort of game plan they ultimately come up to, what their win condition is in just terms of the comp, will really start to show in, of course, the draft phase. And in the chat, we already see some love and support coming in for Oligarchs. We have CY, I'm having problems pronouncing names right there. I don't know whether to pronounce the J or anything like that.
CY Joaquin.
Joaquin, all right. CY Joaquin saying go Oligarchs, all right. And Adriane also saying Oligarchs, let's go. A lot of love and support for each of these teams. Again, I think we saw a whole bunch more coming in from our Ace Kings right there. Such an interesting team to watch, but unfortunately, they weren't able to do so hot in the game. But let's get into the draft phase for the semifinals match that we have lined up for you guys.
All right, we're going to be drafting out the bands. First of all, Drifter's Aura on the red side, whereas Oligarchs on the blue side. That means that Oligarchs will be holding on towards the first pick and ban, as well as Drifter's Aura is going to be responding with the bans as well. So I do believe that the first pickup for the side Oligarchs, they will be able to at least get their strongest pickup, which I think is going to be either the Camille or the Gragas if it's not banned out.
If it's not.
If it's not, yeah. So I do see that Galio is going to be banned out alongside with Drifter's Aura. They're going to be responding with a Lee Sin ban here. So I do think that for both these teams, they are going to be putting themselves in a position where they want to be getting some of their strongest pickups first and maybe getting their bot lane duo second. So I think that's the pattern that we have seen thus far very consistently across the board for a lot of these players. Katarina being banned out for the side of Drifter's Aura, whereas Oligarchs right now, maybe they might ban out the Gragas, maybe they might ban out the Camille. I'm pretty interested.
Okay, come here. All right. This is pretty much a standard ban coming in from either side. I don't know whether it's out of education or anything like that, but like Drifter's Aura might know about COD MF and 4K. That is the very strong Lee Sin, I believe, coming in from the Oligarch side. Again, a lot of these Filipino teams, they have such strong Lee Sin players. That's why you end up seeing them ultimately get banned in the ban phase right there. Usually you won't see too much of that because they like to pick the Lee Sin first.
Yeah.
But ultimately, as soon as as you take it off the picture off the board entirely, it's going to be a very, very different game. You're actually forcing both teams sort of out of their comfort zone. But the Katarina ban right now, it's been a very frequent ban at this point, and there's actually a lot of counterplay coming to fight against the Katarina right here. But I feel like it's just I'm not 100% comfortable with that ban, honestly. I feel like there are better things.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how members of Drifters Aura are going to be playing against this. I mean, Katarina, looking at this tournament, we haven't actually seen her picked up at all, to be honest, even though that she wasn't, if she wasn't even banned out, she wasn't even picked in to begin with. And I feel that that really goes to show that mainly because a lot of these teams are very well aware that coordination is the key to defeat a Katarina, and because that Katarina for the early stages of the game can be very, very, very weak, very weak laning phase, and I think that's going to be the biggest issue here. But we're going to see a Braum here being picked up on the side of Sayo for Oligarchs. Really interested to see what Drifters Aura is going to be responding. Akali on Aspect as well as Blap on the Kaisa.
Okay, so the really, really big important picks coming in from Drifters Aura. The Akali, an especially strong pick right here. But yeah, I also forgot about Ziggs. Ziggs is on the board right there. That is a lot of damage on there. There are a lot of wave clear. So that's going to be your potential mid laner caught in right there. But again, caught at MF and 4K is the Lee Sin guy right here. But hovering over the Vi. Of course, I very much like this, but I feel like if you're gonna have like a Braum or something in there, or a lot of damage being able to go down, I actually like the Cataclysm ult on top of that, so you can really secure the Ziggs ult doing as much damage as possible. But hovering over the Lulu, okay, don't play with my heart. The Rakan does make sense right here. There could be the support coming in on that side. You're gonna be able to swoop in, swoop out. But please stop playing with my feelings. I am only a person. It's calm down there, okay? And it's gonna be Lulu on the side for Drifters Aura. All right.
Downright fierce, downright heartbroken for sure, wanting to see the Rakan. But I do think the Lulu actually makes sense. I mean, Enchanter support is definitely giving a lot of advantages here, especially with the wild growth. I think gives a lot of durability towards the squishier champions such as Aspect as well as Blaps. And I think that's going to work wonders here, considering they're careless as well, as Chezu do have quite a bit of burst damage on their favor here. I think Ezreal less burst damage than the Ziggs, but a lot more consistent damage with the pokes, and I think that's going to help wonders with the Vi as well. I think that's going to be a huge issue, because all it takes is the Vi to come in with Assault and Battery, and Lulu can just polymorph, and that's going to be a few seconds off. Pandaren on the Singed? Okay, wait. Okay. In defense of a Singe, I do like this because they will be able to actually create some kind of a proxy. But the thing is, a lot of things have got to go well for Drifters Aura for them to actually pull it off.
Okay, yeah. Again, there's a reason why we're on this side here. We're not the players, okay? So there's probably going to be a way bigger picture from their side. They're seeing the match. We're only going to be able to talk about exactly what we see. And let's be honest, we haven't seen Singed at all in terms of the meta, I believe.
Well,
level with me, guys.
I mean, it could be a comfort pick.
It could be a
comfort pick. It could be one of those pocket picks where they'll be like, you know what, whatever, just throw out the Singe. But the thing is, at the end of the day, Singe does have to have a lot of good things working for him in order for him to actually come into the game and come online. Because yes, Singe does have, I mean, the biggest rule against fighting a Singe is never chase a Singe.
Yeah, never chase a Singe was the first rule I was ever taught when playing League of Legends. It's like, you see that guy?
Just don't chase him.
Don't walk behind him. Don't walk near, don't look at him. All right, just go away. All right, and with that being said, we're gonna get into the semifinals game. Again, it's gonna be Oligarchs on the left side, on the blue side, and then on the red side we have Drifters Aura. Sorry, I just.
Yeah, it's just been a very long day here. A lot of tongue twisters across the board. Oligarchs on blue, Drifters on red. It's going to be a very interesting one indeed. Very interesting event here happening for both these teams. None of them going to be going for early engages here. Over to the top side, we may see Drifters right now on Pandaren may actually be just hanging on towards that top side here. And this is going to be a bit of a problem here because Pandaren actually has to play this lane a little bit passively, and Sai, the problem with Sai here is that he will be able to farm up, and as a Darius, if you are able to farm up without any problem, without any challenges, that's going to be a huge problem for the side of Drifters here, because Sai will be able to not only be tanky, will be able to do a lot of damage, and just basically be a nuisance towards the side of Drifters.
Yeah, very, very well-fed Garrus is a very, very scary thing to fight, especially on in the later game right here. But it looks as if Kaisa is going to get very, very poked out right now, as the 3 hits will proc the stun at that point. It looks like she's going to have to take the fruit eventually. It does look like she does get it, and it's just going to be a lot of damage coming in right there. I think a preemptive shield coming in, the Lulu just trying their best, but they're right now just out-poked as they have a giant shield in front of this Ezreal, stopping a lot of damage right now. And it looks like both junglers are going to get started on the Scuttler right here. A little help coming in. No, a bit too late on the Lulu right there, and they're going to rotate back off. But it looks like the Vi is actually going to go and explore. The enemy jungle coming in at the top right now might just get the rocks right there. Yep, we're going to be able to get a bit of that, but I don't think the Singe sees this. No, there's no way the Singe sees this. I think the ward is on the other side towards the bush. They're not going to be able to spot this out. So those are just that's just some free money for the side for Vi. But on the other side, in response, I believe it's just the Wukong might just rotate there eventually, just trying to finish up the Wolves. It's just been very, very short rotation coming in from the jungler side right there. I feel like they won't notice each other at this point. Probably never gonna even spot out that oh no, they're gonna see that the Raptors are being taken at all? No? Okay, yes they do. Okay, Akali does see this happening. Vi is gonna be pointed out right there, but no, that's all the money. Came in the ATM, took out the $20 bill, walked away.
The problem is because top lane doesn't have that much priority, and because Drifters were not able to actually try to fight it out, this is where we're going to be seeing a problem here. Over to the top side as well, we might actually see a bit of an exchange here. Let's take a look at the top side. Maybe we might see a kill there coming in, because over to the bottom side, not much is going to be contested here. And it seems that Pandaren will have to go back here, will not decide to not go for the honey fruit. And I think that's going to be wise here, because a dive or at least a gank over towards the top side could be a bit of an issue here if they're not too careful and Pandaren gets a little bit too reckless with the positioning.
There has not been a single kill, and it's been 3 minutes, but the gold lead is now 2K over on the side of Oligarchs. Again, the macro coming in, excuse me, right there. It's really, really good coming in from the Oligarch side, just being able to get that money right now, being able to out-poke and out-damage the Drifters as well, forcing them to go outside the lane and take it very passively right here. But no, a bit of aggression coming in from Careless right now, going to be able to get a lot of poke damage in right there, but no, they're not going to be able to land a CC to be able to get a stun and probably finish this off. And it looks like Vi is going to try to get this Scuttler going on right now, but no, the bot lane sees this, but a quick smite will quickly end an exchange. There's not going to be a big fight happening over Scuttler. It's way too soon, but again, it's going to be very, very close to Mountain Dragon spawning, as it is 4 seconds away. And this could be an objective that the Drifters want really well, like really badly.
Yeah, so coming in from the side of Drifters here, they do want to be contesting over towards that Drake, and I think that Drake is going to be very, very much the biggest objective that they're going to be focusing on. And right after that, we do see that the cadence is to immediately go for the Herald, or at least get priority over to the top side. We do see that a lot of the members for the side of Drifters now are going to be hanging out over to the bot side here. It's going to be a 5v5 fight. Everyone is at the bottom side. Boise Cadet goes out, will be able to at least spot out the Drake that is going to be in play. True sight has been given, so this is going to be very interesting indeed here. Oh, this is going to be a very interesting one. This could be a turn of events that could work out in favor for the side of Oligarchs here. Oligarchs right now still holding on towards that, but look at that. Boom, knocks in Guillotine, will not be able to get down. That was a polymorph, very nicely done there onto one, but it could be a turn of events here, as we do see Oligarchs right now being able to score 1, being able to score 2, and we do see it, Chezu right now being able to get those kills, but it's going to be Careless get escape down with Akali there following it up, and the killing spree going over to Chezu. Chezu gets into triple, the unofficial triple here, as we close out that dragon, dragon take coming in from the side of Oligarchs. 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Oligarchs. Drifters right now playing slowly and surely into the web that is Oligarchs' pace.
Yeah, and again, the Drifters, I really felt like Lulu empowering the Singe right there. All he did was just walk back and forth in that fight, trying to, put down his skill to make sure he gets enough damage going down right there, but it was not an impact enough for them to deter them from fighting again into that side. It was just not worth it at that point. Now we're seeing the gold gap right now. Akali being able to get a nice amount of 4K, but no, on the side, they're going to be at least a 1K gap on there. So the Akali on this side is going to be possibly the richest champion on the side of Drifters, but that gap again really big right here. But it looks like a quick chase down. This
boom! There goes the Noxian guillotine from a man, from the fiercest man in Noxus, dropping the guillotine and just taking him out of the game. This is going to put Blaps a little bit behind by quite a considerable margin here. It's Oligarchs right now being very comfortable with their positioning and may actually go for the Herald without much contest.
Yeah, now down their ADC right here, their damage dealer, their main damage dealer right here. They're not going to be able to contest this fight at all as the Rift Herald just quickly goes down right there. Darius trying to go for the split push, trying to get rid of the bottom tower right there, letting the Singe run free at top, and no, it looks like the rest of the team is going to collapse on top of the Singe right here. The Vi ult going down on there. Ezreal also doing the ult, chasing him down. It doesn't matter, the rule number 1, don't chase the Singe. It doesn't matter at all. They're just going to be able to just go right through, and the Akali not fast enough to be able to back them up. Is only going to slowly rotate to the top. Lulu almost getting spotted out into the river right there. It was going to be very dangerous if she decided to just walk straight through the river and all that. She would have been caught out for sure. But no, it looks like it's going to be an exchange in favor for the Oligarchs right there as they take out the Singe.
I'm really liking what is working out for the side of Oligarchs here, because they were able to get as much of those wardings over to the top side here. If members of Drifters were to respond towards that dive over to the top side, Oligarchs at least had a little bit of foresight to know where the positioning of Drifters are. So we do see a 5-kill advantage and about the 6,000 gold advantage for the side of Oligarchs compared to Drifters. And it seems that Oligarchs right now playing it very textbook indeed. They don't want to be doing too much fancy moves here. They don't want to be flexing all of these fancy moves. They're keeping it as basic as possible, playing it very macro and keeping it very safe, making sure that they make calculated risks whenever they want to be fighting it out.
Yeah, and again, it's just possibly the better play at this point. Not very sure of the composition coming in from the other side. They got to know what they can win with and their win condition and just solidify that right there. So caught MF in 4K is literally being unchecked as the jungler as he is able to just freely go about taking scuttlers as they wish without any contest right now coming in from the other jungler. And it's just going to be a battle of the scanners right now as they look like they're going to try to get as much vision as they can into the Dragon Pit coming up in here. It looks like it's going to be the Cloud Dragon as well. They're going to drop the Rift Herald down and they're going to be able to take out this first tower over here. It's not their first tower, but the first mid tower in the game right here. A quick ult on the Kai'Sa, very good target priority right there. They want to take that Kai'Sa out of the picture in terms of damage, but no. It looks like the Lulu is almost about to go down, but no. Lulu was able to save the Kai'Sa at that point, so they're going to be able to survive. But no, it looks like Ezreal tried to go for the snipe at that last bit there just to take it. And it looks like Shelly might survive all the way to the inhibitor tower at this point. I'm going to be able to deal quite a bit of damage, but he's going to eventually go down.
So anyway, looking over towards the top side, to the mid side, looking for Oligarchs. They are very much handily taking as much objectives away from the side of Drifters. Drifters right now very much concerned about the Drake coming back into play. 4 turrets in favor of Oligarchs. Oligarchs right now most probably going to be positioning themselves towards this position. And look at that, boom goes the Singe, immediately pulled in with the Apprehend right into the Decimate, and then no need for Noxian Guillotine there to take him down. The follow-up damage that came in from the side of Oligarchs was not only very much well coordinated, but just beautifully executed from the side of Oligarchs.
Yeah, it speaks volumes of their bravery, knowing that they don't have anything to actually punish them for grouping up like that. All 5 of them just walked straight towards that bush, and it was just a Singe in their way. And unfortunately, yes, he's going to be the only one who gets knocked down in that fight, but it was big enough to deter the Drifters from even trying to contest the Dragon, knowing that it was going to be a losing battle just in flat terms of numbers. And look how brave caught MF in 4K is. There is actually almost a full team on the other side of that. He is just holding the Q onto them. It's like, this fist can go to your face if you're not very careful. You want me to walk up to you, or you want to walk up to it? Which one?
Yes, exactly. So that's definitely going to be something that members of Drifters have to be very wary of Oli right now. Much more composed in some of their positioning, and I feel that that's going to actually win them the game very well if they're consistent in terms of how they're going to be positioning themselves. Very careful in how they want to be, at least considering what objectives they're going to be taking. So as you can see, Sai right now not even considering it, going to go immediately into the Baron here. So this could be one of the ways that Oligarchs win this out. But remember, Drifters right now, the apprehend almost getting onto one. Two-shot barrage heading onto one, right into the Salt and Battery, right into the Glacial Fissure here. That's going to be very bad here, coming in from the side of Drifters. Drifters right now in a bit of disarray here. Beautiful bomb there. There goes another Noxian Guillotine. There goes a spin. There goes another one. Do we see another Noxian Guillotine here? There goes a 2. And it's going to be an easy double here coming in from the side of Sai. Sai getting the double and rampaging his way into your hearts. Drifters right now drifting away into defeat as they go back into their base with a lot of disappointment, looking towards getting that Baron buff away from members of Oligarch, but all that was welcoming them was death.
Yeah, but they managed to get the good pick off of Careless right now. They're down their ADC, but they're going to be really right back into the tracks right there. They're going to trade ADCs at that point. But the Darius was such a big threat right there. Again, nearly unchecked at the top. Singe could not do much to stop him from getting his farm right there. And he's going to be able to just literally walk up, get 5 stacks on about 4 of the members, and nearly take them all down on his own. It doesn't need the help of it. I don't need no ADC to do damage. I am the damage, says the Darius.
Well, Darius definitely getting into in the middle of the fight, getting with the apprehend right into the decimate, right into the spin. That's definitely going to bring a lot of problems here. Oh, we do see another one there, punching while asking questions. It's going to be the Vi. Beautiful ultimate that to follow up. There goes the rampage onto Chezu. Chezu right now doing a lot of damage from a crazy amount of range. As we can see, Oligarchs right now does one thing and one thing well. They love to poke. Drifters, they do have a lot of opportunities coming all in with Aspect as well as Blaps and Kurtney. They do have that opportunity to actually go in for the all-in, but when you go up against a poke composition like Oligarchs that knows how to position themselves very well, it's going to be a tough day for Drifters to actually even get close. By the time they get close, they're already down to half HP.
Yeah, in every engage that Oligarchs has managed to fight out, they have been able to slowly spot out the ADC, the Kaisa in this situation, and just sort of kite and go straight on top of her without any resistance from the other team. Again, the Singe not being able to really peel and stop them from moving past the front line to go straight to the back, and it's just been pickoffs from the side. Lulu always falling pretty much first and almost getting deleted in every single turn. So they need to find a different game plan where they have the upper hand and the better foothold in each of these fights. But I don't think they're running out of time to find that right now. The gold lead right now is up 13k in favor for Oligarchs.
Yeah, Oligarchs right now, as we have seen it time and time again, just looking towards getting a very steady game. And we have seen it already, like for the past few games, that game number 3 at 4 has been a bit of a stomp here. While Growth goes down, not going to be apprehended, nor is he going to be at the end of the spin there, but it's going to be a turret in their favor for the side of Oligarchs. Oligarchs right now almost a 16k gold advantage in their favor here, closing out the game really well with the Baron buff, but got to be careful. Oh, he gets flinged into the middle of it, goes for the flash, but right into the Glacial Fissure. It's going to be very bad for the side of Oligarchs. Excuse me, for the side of Drifters. Drifters right now slowly being poked out from a crazy amount of range here. There goes another turret, boom, into the Salt and Battery, right into the apprehend, right into the spin. That's not going to be enough coming in. The Nexus is already exposed. This could be game over for the side of Drifters, as we see Oligarchs right now secure their position into the grand finals.
Yeah, Oligarchs now your grand finalists in today's tournament with a very dominant show of force right here.
Oh, yeah.
Showing that they have been consistent turnouts, consistent players, and possibly even consistent grand finalists in this tournament. It was just a show of force here on this stream.
It was a very big show of force, a very big show of dominant force coming in from the side of Oligarchs compared to Drifters' aura, excuse me. Well, the aura of the Drifters were very much strong for the first few exchanges in the game, but it seems that Oligarchs just had a better understanding, just had a lot. They were very aware of what they needed to do to win.
Yes. They knew exactly like what they could do to secure the win. Again, that top side getting unchecked side with 4 kills and 4 assists. Not 4 deaths. 4 assists, no deaths at all on his side, but Careless, again, you're going to be your MVP on the side of Oligarchs, and the MVP on the other side is actually going to be the Singed. So I'm imagining his kill participation was really good. He managed to get a consistent amount of damage in there, and that was probably what got him that MVP on the other side right there, the secondary MVP, okay? It's going to be... I want to see the numbers, okay? I'm getting weird looks coming in from this side. It's like, what happened? How'd that happen right there? Okay, never mind. 2 kill participations on that side, but that's as much. That's the biggest amount of kill participation coming in from the side of Drifter's Aura. So the most amount is still the most amount, okay? I'm not.
I mean, the most
wrong.
amount is still most amount. I mean, somebody's got to be the MVP on the other side of the team, right? And Pandaren, I think, amongst all of them, was the highest in terms of the stats that were given. Also, leapfrogging ahead of Blaps in terms of the consistent damage that was done. However, looking on the side of Oligarchs a little bit more different in terms of the damage share. We do see Chezu, Careless, as well as Sai doing a crazy amount of damage with Kot and Sayo doing a lot of utility damage. I feel I would call it utility score in terms of the lockdown that came with the Assault and Battery, the Glacial Fissure, as well as the concussive blows that really did wonders in terms of stunning and locking people down. And I felt that time and time again, coming in from the side of Drifter's Aura, they were drifting into defeat every time they were taking some of these really reckless fights against Oligarchs.
Yeah, again, it was they made Cut MF in 4K is such a great opener in terms of fights. Again, using junglers to just be able to start the fight, get the bit of damage at the beginning. Why don't we just actually see how these fights actually turn out in the match replays while we try to get a little breakdown of how exactly each fight happened. Again, this is going to be the earlier dragons. This is the Mountain Dragon. No kills on the board. It was going to be very slow at first. It was 4 minutes in, 0-0. But this was going to be the fight that actually started to kill right here. Again, they were just trying to find a good spot, a good place to pick a fight right there. But no, Darius is going to land the quick E right there. It's going to almost quickly eliminate the Kaisa, which really needed to be at the front dealing so much damage, and they're going to be empowering Singe right there, and again, they're not going to be able to get the damage output they need as the rest of the line falls in. Akali trying to get the pick right there, and Careless does eventually fall from the Akali's hands right there, but the quick follow-up quickly punishes any idea for a comeback in that sense as they get a 4-1 ratio right there, and they're going to take the dragon right at that point.
I think it was going to be Aspect that was able to close in that kill into with the Ignite, and look at that, the Noxin Guillotine, dropping the Guillotine onto Blaps, and that was just even more of, how to say, bleeding out members of Drifters here, making sure that a lot of their members were practically useless in some of these exchanges. Look at that lockdown there, very beautifully done coming in from the side of Oligarchs. They were very much aware of it, and look at that Sayo, very understanding of the amount of turret damage that he can take, was juggling the turret aggro really well to make sure that Careless was not caught in a very bad position and giving out the kill away. And look at that, another Assault and Battery goes down onto Blaps. Wild Growth does actually help him out, but boom goes the bomb there coming in from Ziggs onto Chezu on Ziggs here, trying to close out onto members of Drifters here, as we do see Oligarchs right now. For Careless, throwing out the True Shot Barrage will not be able to land onto anybody, but Herald right now looking towards closing it out, as we do see another Drake fight here right into the Apprehend, and there he goes, gets exploded it right with a beautiful Apprehend into the Decimate.
Yeah, again, that Kaisa really struggling to find her positioning in terms of these fights, having to stand behind the Singe, having that as your only peel and your only wall in this fight was really difficult for the Kaisa to ever get in. And there we have it, the Lulu not finding a good spot to stand in terms of this fight is going to get quickly picked off right there. And they find the Kaisa, and it's a matter of how long she can live, not very long in that situation. A quick 5-stat on there, the GA will proc, another quick 5-stat on the Singe right there. He is going to just do what he can do best, which is run away from the fight. The bleed does not end that kill right there, and it was just a dominant show from Sai. Again, the Singe caught out at the front here. The quick Vi ult follow up by the Braum ult. It was just knock up after knock up. You can't run if you're not touching the ground at that point.
I don't know about you guys, but Oligarchs right now definitely working it out wonders for the side of the objective control, as well as the amount of kills. The kill differential just tells a very different dominating story there. Look at that, immediately goes for the Hextech Protobelt, goes for the Apprehend, tries to go for the Decimate, and tries to set up the Noxin Guillotine, but that's enough to actually force out the flash coming in from the Kaisa. So that's going to be very huge problems here. Look at that, Sai, even though he was flinged in the middle of the fight, will be able to sustain it out. And there goes another boom coming in from the side of the Chezu, 2, trying to go as much as terms of damage that he can go. Assault and Battery is going to take down 1, as we're going to be seeing one by one. Our members on the side of Drifters have been taken off of the count, as we are going to see our first grand finalists secure their positions here and potentially fight it off in a best of 3 grand finals against our other grand finalists. Who is that? We do not know yet because we are still underway with that, but we will return with more information on that. So I don't know about you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Fierce, what do you got to say about that?
This has just been a roller coaster of games so far, and it's been so fast paced for us.
Oh yeah.
And we just want to deliver the best to you guys. So don't worry, we are going to go straight into grand finals after a short break. And again, it's a very short break, just 3 minutes away from now, we will see you all in grand finals. So guys, please stay in the chat for those 3 minutes. We will catch you right afterwards.
See you in a bit, guys.
Can I turn off the fail?
Wih, apa benda?
Apa benda tu?
I missed both? What?
Huh?
Hey. Oh, sorry.
I'm a dirty.
Alright, let's play some Beat Saber. Let's go.
We're playing, yeah. I got the power.
Itu easy lah.
I got the power. I got unlimited power.
Game.
I got unlimited power. I got the power. I got unlimited power. Running the game. We are not playing the same. I was just doing the same. Red to blue, from blue to red. They're from red from overhead. We're playing.
Habis.
Missing betul ni. Okay, I'm missing out. Fail.
I'm coming closer. Victory is mine. I'm making history this time. I'm living this moment. Living the I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty.
I'm colorblind actually. That was hard, but nothing too hard.
It's way too hard, man. Too confusing.
That was challenging. Yeah. Good game, good game.
It was good. I beat Lionel.
Weh, senang. Asal aku tak lulus, Mat. Serius lah. Tapi serius, susah. Tak boleh. Sebab dia bagi aku hard. Aku tak boleh nak main.
I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty. Accelerator. I'm a dirty. Look, ma, that's a dirty. Nah, you ain't never heard me swerve. Swing by the swing.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, summoners from across Southeast Asia and the rest of the world. This is the League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey Grand Finals, organized by IRL Asia, brought to you and partnered up with Homiee, and of course sponsored by Inch Theory, where every inch matters. Sadie's Malaysia, growing together with gamers. If you like this guy, make sure you like the page right now. Like, do it right now, like right now. If not, like, yeah, like things won't happen. Things like things will happen to you. Like, really, just like the page now.
Yeah, again, guys, we're also trying to reach 10K follows and likes, so we really hope that you can get the page up to 10K follows and likes. Once we get to do that, we're going to be able to pump out even more content for you. And guys, if you'd love to support this page, we want to give you that supporter badge. So please do a little bit of engagement here and there and wear that badge very proudly. And guys, if you throw any stars up in chat, we will throw a nice promo video up for you guys. So any stars that you guys put in there will go up. So all the love for all of you throwing in some support right there. We really like to see it.
That's me giving you guys love and me taking in all of that love. And oh my goodness, how forgetful of us. I'm Hound and he's downright fierce. We got so excited with the build-up, we totally forgot to introduce ourselves. But all of that jokes aside and all of the excitement all aside, let's get to serious brass tacks here. Oligarchs is in the grand finals going up against Reunion. So it is going to be a reunion here. I don't know whether or not Oligarchs and Reunion have fought against each other in the past, have they?
I believe they haven't before. They've been within the same bracket, but I believe on the other side. This will be, of course, one of the first few times that they're actually going to be grand finalists, though. Oligarchs, no stranger to be in the grand finals. Why don't we take a look at the bracket again to see their long journey into the grand finals in this game. So again, your grand finalists for today's match will be Reunion and Oligarchs. Again, Reunion is going to be on the blue side later. We're going to talk about that a bit when we go into the ban phase though, but they've had a long journey to come all the way here in today's tournament, and it's just been a great match so far to talk about. Every time we see these two play, they've been dominating their side of the bracket so far. Oligarchs just now earlier on, I believe they were just taking out Drifter's aura with ease, and Reunion, no slouch either, was able to get all the way up into their bracket by taking out very strong contenders at this point. So these two, your finalists at this point has gone through, I believe, at least 4 teams on either side, and it's been tough on them. But you know what? They're no strangers to tournament life right here. Match after match after match. It is hard, but at this point, it's part of your resolve right here.
Well, for those of you who don't know, our grand finals is going to be following a best of 3 format only if it is needed. If any of these teams go 2 for nothing, then we won't even need a potential best of 3. Excuse me, won't need a 3rd match. So potentially going to go for a best of 3. So personally, I do hope it does go for a best of 3, mainly because it does create an atmosphere of competitiveness. But remember, for those of you guys who are hoping that, all right, we're going to be seeing some crazy back-to-back League of Legends Wild Rift action, well, to no avail, we are going to be providing that to you guys because there's not going to be any breaks. This best of 3 potentially is going to be held back to back. We're not going to take any breaks. We're just going to be spitting bars, dropping all kinds of raps right here for you guys at home. So remember, drop some likes, show us Casa some support because it's been a really long day.
Super long day.
And help us get to 10K likes and follows on our Facebook page. And of course, for those of you guys who like to watch wherever you like to watch, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, wherever you like to watch. And most importantly, when you help us hit 10K, I get paid, he gets paid extra, we all get paid extra, and I get to feed my cat some really expensive wet food. So do so right now if you love cats. Do it right now. If not, I'm holding this guy hostage. Like, I swear, something bad will happen to this guy. But anyway, all of those jokes aside there, what are you looking forward to against this matchup here? For Oligarchs and Reunion, we did see them actually ban out some consistent bans across the board, as well as Reunion. What do you think is going to be in store for us in the draft phase?
Okay, I feel like Reunion does caught MF and 4K does like to play the Lee Sin. Earlier in the last game, we saw the Lee Sin ban happening up. Why don't we? They're going to go already into the bans right here, so we're not going to have so much time to speculate. So why don't we just see exactly what Reunion's first ban is going to be? Is it going to be that Camille? Is it going to be the Akali? Is it even going to be the Grog? Oh, a Darius.
Ooh, okay. I think that's going to be targeted towards the top laner of Oligarchs here. They don't want to be dealing with the Darius, mainly because of the Apprehend right into the Decimate, right into the Noxing Guillotine. Definitely going to be very, very detrimental towards the hopes of Reunion stealing away the Grand Finals winner. But Oligarchs responding with the Katarina, so I think that's going to be a targeted ban towards Reunion onto the mid side. So I do think that's going to be a very wise choice here coming in from the side of Oligarchs. They don't want to be dealing with a Shunpoing, spinning Death Lotus, which is the Katarina. Gragas being banned out on the second rotation here coming in from the side of Oligarchs. I think that's going to be another wise choice here. We did see Reunion play out the Gragas really well, and I think it was a semi-tank damaging kind of Gragas, which I think has a very much successful inside Reunion. So I'm thinking that Oligarchs does not want to deal with that. Akali being banned out for the final ban rotation for the side of Oligarchs, as we're going to be heading into the pick phase very, very soon.
I have to say one thing before we even go on. The fact that Katarina can move during her ult, the first time I ever saw that playing Wild Rift, scared the love out of it. It was just terrifying to say, okay, she's spinning, yeah, don't stand near that. Why is she coming closer to me?
Yep. I mean, it's a Death Lotus. It doesn't only spin at one spot, it moves and it spins. So you know when moves and spins is never a good time. So we're going to be seeing Envy right now going up for the Braum. So we do see that coming in from a lot of these teams, they want to be either picking out one of their strongest picks or one of their support picks. The reason why is because they want to be opening up some of these counter picks that can be picked up for the side of Oligarchs. Why is that an issue sometimes? Is because it actually allows members of Oligarchs to first pick, to pick their first two strongest pickups here. They're going to be responding with the Ziggs, so I'm not going to be surprised if they're going to be responding either with a Camille or a Lux here being picked up for the side of Sayo.
Alright, so Sayo, again, we always saw like Sayo favoring one of those really hard engagement sort of supports right there with the Alistar, with the Braum. But again, with Braum being picked on the other side, no Alistar on the... Alistar wasn't banned per se, but going in for the Lux instead was actually very interesting. Kai'Sa Lee Sin being picked onto the other side for a Reunion now, but I believe, yeah, Camille is in the picture right here. So COD MF and 4K can actually play a mean, lean Camille. That is a very good possibility right there. And then we've already seen Careless with the Ezreal. We already don't need to go any further into that. We know that's such a strong competitor at that point right there.
I mean, for the most part, we always see an Ezreal being picked into the Kai'Sa, and I think that actually really helps quite a bit, mainly because Kai'Sa does have quite a bit of all-in potential, and whenever Careless actually matches up against Kai'Sa, I think he does pretty well because he actually abuses the range to a very annoying. I think it's one of his most annoying qualities. He's just able to stay really far away, drop those mystic shots, and if all else fails, drop the true shot barrage in the middle of everybody. So we do see that coming in from the side of Oligarchs, they do have quite a bit of an interesting front line here. But we did see Smooth just now for the side of Reunion also playing the front line really well. So it's really dependent on seeing how Oligarchs is going to be playing the first initial gank.
Yeah, and it looks like it's actually going to be Psy playing the Camille at top lane right there. COD MF and 4K will then go on to the Wukong, favoring the knockup over the Vi ult. I think that's actually a really good idea because again, Assault and Battery is actually very good for chasing your opponent down. But if you're looking at the other side of this one, the most mobile members are going to be Kai'Sa and possibly the Diana. Lee Sin also pretty good in terms of movement right there, but the main problem for a lot of them is that they need to be in the center of the fight to sort of go in right there. And the Wukong is going to be able to just spin to win, get the knockup, and it's going to be all good if they get the lockdown coming in from the Camille. So Camille's going to actually be able to swoop in and either pick out the big problems. I feel like Kai'Sa is going to be the big potential for a Hextech Ultimatum. That's going to be the first target priority coming in from that.
Yeah, I feel that's going to be, like you said, Hextech Ultimatum, I feel is one of the most consistent lockdowns, and I feel that, I mean, you can't even QSS, you can't even there is no way for you to basically escape it, and at least for the next 2 to 3 seconds, you're going to be stuck in the middle of it, and if your team doesn't know how to collapse on it, or if you're alone, then it's basically GG. I'm just going to spend my time in the fountain for the next 10 seconds.
Yeah, and it's you really have to pick out what you want to be locked in the Hextech Ultimatum. And again, it's been a very good ultimate to just sort of peel away and to just move out. But it looks like we're going to actually go straight into the first game of Grand Finals today. Again, this is only going to be the first match. It's going to be a best of 3. And again, on your left, on the blue side, we have Reunion. On the red, we have Oligarchs. And it's going to be a very standard laning phase from all of them. I don't see any crazy invasions right now. It's going to be 1-1-2. And it's gonna probably warm up into that late game. Again, that Katarina ban coming up early on was really a foreshowing of how they probably want to rotate into the late game and not have to worry about Katarina. It's just been a very favorite pick coming in from Oligarchs.
All right, so looking at it now, Oligarchs is going to actually, a Reunion right now, very much proactive in terms of how they're going to be going for a lot of these early. Oh wait, Sayo right now. Woo! Nice dodge there coming in from the side of Envy. Envy returns back, but it seems that Careless right now comes in and says, oh, you poke my support, I'll poke you right back.
Yeah, and it's going to be an even trade right here, but no,
Binding.
But Binding's going to come down right here, but Braum is going to stand in front right here. Kaisa is going to try to get as much damage as possible, but no, Envy also now really low on health, but with that exchange, it actually looks like it's dead even, although Envy has taken a substantial amount of damage right there in terms of health. It could actually leave an opening up here if the jungler so much has decided to rotate right here, and it looks like even mid is going to try to rotate out, but they're going to get caught out right now as we see two members from Reunion actually going into the river right here. It looks like it's actually for the scuttle, but it could be a big fight right now, and there we have it, the Lux is opposition, but no, Kaisa's off at the back, very low on health, manages to get the skill shot in there, but no, Diana's actually doing a whole bunch of damage right now. The first pick not going to anybody right here, and the scuttle's on the board right now, shifting objectives right here. They can't afford to stand idle on either side because that's just going to be a loss right there, and right there alone has to flash out just to stay safe because there was nowhere else to run in that exchange. But no, they're going to try to get the Lee Sin as well. No, Lee Sin says no, and it's just been a slowly shifting fight that's gathering the focus of both the mid and bot, and even the junglers are now caught up in this. And again, this is going to be money they're losing out at this point. Whoever is staying longer in this fight could actually lose out potentially.
I do like the fact that Reunion and Oligarchs, both of them rotated at the same time. It goes to show that they're really good understanding of the macro. So I think we're in for a heck of a fight here today, Fierce, because I think these two teams definitely have a very strong understanding of the macro as well as the keys to victory that they need to be able to actually steal this game away from each other. But looking at it, I still can't see a way that the stalemate could be broken unless they fight for the first initial objective. I mean, we see it time and time again. It's always during the first dragon where we see the first blood actually pop off.
Yeah, but okay, Ezreal just checking mid right there. It's like, you sure you don't want to go back? How about after I throw this ult? Now you would consider it? Okay, thank you, sir, mid. I'll take that rotation right there. You're going to lose out on that wave. A great play coming from Careless right now, knowing that he had the ult right there, going to be able to push that back. Again, this top lane is going to be a bit of a stalemate, even though it looks like Sai is getting a whole bunch of damage on this Garen. Garen's passive skill is going to just be able to proc and going to be able to get that health back there. Not too sure whether he sees the Lee Sin coming actually up and rotating up here, so Sai might actually be in a lot of danger. The stun attack coming in from Camille, but the explosive bit of damage. There's your first blood. Reunion up on the board now with about the 700 gold lead over Oligarchs with that quick kill over the Camille.
Right, so we're going to be seeing that Reunion right now slowly building up a bit of a gold advantage here. Nothing too much, maybe about 700 gold advantage. Nothing too negligible on either side of the team here. I think Oligarchs can actually come back into it, but we do see that Reunion right now scoring the first blood in their favor already, and nothing much can be said for the at least 4 minutes, as we do see that Ocean Drake is going to come into play. We do see the pinks right now coming in from the side of Reunion, so this could signify where all the fights are going to be taking place. So we do see that the rotations are going to be coming in, all 5 members now jostling for position towards a superior circumstance where they want to be taking these fights. And I feel that coming in from the side of Reunion and as well as Oligarchs, it's really important that whoever gets into a good position or at least gets a pick off for the early stage here could actually win out and get the Ocean Drake.
Yeah, and as we see the two big beefy boys coming in from the side of Reunion, gonna just walk in front of the dragon right there, gonna be able to just try to figure out where exactly the Oligarchs are. But it looks like Garen is gonna be able to spot out the Wukong trying to walk in right there, but no, it's gonna be the Ziggs that's gonna be doing a little bit of damage. The Camille is trying to go for the backline, gets the Hextech ultimate up, but no, the dragon's gonna fall onto the side of Oligarchs. They managed to be able to steal the Ocean Drake away from Reunion right now, but no, it looks like Kaisa's gonna be able to take a kill right in her pocket now. She has such little health though, she's not going to be able to stay in the fight. And look at the Lee Sin, literally pixels away from death, and they're going to chase this down. They want all the kills right now. No, split focus happening right here. Careless going to be able to get a pick underneath the tower, and all that's left is this Braum on a pixel of health. Right now the Ziggs is just going to give him a rock and a hard place in between his tower and the brush. There is no place to run for this guy, and Braum goes down. Now it's going to be 3-4 in favor of Oligarchs. Now a 19.4 gold amount. It's only about like what, 700 gold difference at this point. And here we see the items right there. We're going to see Echo being on Ziggs right there. We see Trinity Force already completed for the commit.
Oh boy.
Another quick fight coming down there. Great root coming in from the side of Oligarchs. And they're going to just suddenly collapse right here. The Lee Sin on such low health, but really wants that kill on Caught MF and 4K. They managed to secure the kill right there. Annoying the Ziggs right there with a Q. And right now it's just the Rift Herald is only spawning right now. So that was a pre-fight for the fight that's going to happen later on. But the jungler is on such low health. That smite needs to be in there for that to happen. And Careless is just around the corner. You don't want to take a mystic shot right there.
Oh boy, this is going to be a very huge problem here, direct into the Moonfall. Oh, Unbreakable comes down. There goes the killing spree going over to Chezu. That is going to be a very interesting one indeed here. Chezu right now looking towards getting that double kill onto him. And another one goes over towards Careless. Careless showing that he is careful in some of these fights. And the only one that is careless is Reunion.
Yeah, they really wanted that Rift Herald right there, but it was to no avail. Lee Sin was on such low health to be able to stand in that pit. He was not able to stand a single mystic shot right there. It had to fall back. But ultimately, it's going to be the Kai'Sa that falls down to the sniper. That is Ezreal. That is Careless at that point. And right now, it looks like Smooth is not looking so smooth down at bot right here, as he is having to deal with this Psy in his face all the time with the grapple hook. And there's just something with the way that Camille walks around that is just extra annoying that makes you want to hurt her.
I mean, she's walking on blades, you know. I mean, that's something that's very scary as well as very intimidating. Trisha Barrage will not be able to hit. I think that Trisha Barrage, if it hit, will definitely be a very interesting one indeed. There goes the Hextech Ultimatum, and it seems that members of Reunion right now trying to turn the fight around, but it seems that they are going to be out of position. Oh my goodness, what is the Lee Sin doing in front of there? He is going to be reviving. Other members of the side of Oligarch will not be able, for the side of Reunion will not be able to follow up. Final Spark will not be able to hit. There goes the Ziggs right into the Satchel Charge. This could be another one. Oh my goodness, the Mass Injustice has been dropped down. The Hammer has been dropped down, but we do see a kill going over to the side of Reunion right now, equalizing, and it's going to be turning around 1 for 1, 1 for 2. And it's going to be a slight advantage there going over to the side of Reunion. That is going to be opening up the bottom side turret for the side of Reunion. This is going to definitely help members of Reunion come back into this game.
What a great counter engagement coming in from Reunion. Again, the lack of focus fire coming in from Oligarchs was not enough to seal the kill. Too many low health on all their members coming in from the side of Reunion were able to just walk back and slowly melt the side of Oligarchs. And oh no, looks like we're gonna catch a recall right here. Kai'Sa gonna be caught up with the ult. No, Wukong doing so much damage, but again, it's the Kai'Sa, the shield gonna get propped up right there. But now it's a 2v1 at the situation, and there is no escape for her as she slowly disappears off the map.
I do not know why would you even recall that. I don't think that was the wisest of choices there coming in from the side of Reunion's. Oligarchs right now looking towards immediately taking advantage of the mistakes that Reunion was making.
Yeah, that was, I would at least go into the brush right over there for that recall. Again, maybe thinking that their rotation was not going to be fast enough, but again, Kata MF and 4K was not in that fight, present in that fight at all, was able to quickly rotate off and just catch out any stragglers, in which case it was a full health Kai'Sa, which he quickly melted, not on his own though, but the Lux came into the side to help. So now Oligarchs, signs of life showing right now. Reunion though, up a 2k gold lead at this point. It's still anybody's game, then this next Dragon fight could be the page turner in this fight right now. They get a quick root on the Kai'Sa, attempting to rotate off and try to catch it, but the Lux ult does drop down, but nobody gets hit right here. They have a quick root coming in from the side of Oligarchs. The fight slowly breaks down. Further down there, they're going to be able to get the Hextech Ultimatum. Diana with a quick ult, but there's 3 people around her, no help to be found. And right now, it looks like it's Oligarchs all the way here in that fight as they get 2 pickoffs for the cost of 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting one. Oh my goodness, what are you doing there? Oh no, the spin to win, going for the killing spree there. And it seems that Oligarchs right now catching members of Reunion with the hand in the cookie jar here. And it seems that the Lee Sin was a little bit too greedy in that exchange there. Very good use of the blast cone there. Oh my goodness, I think that was going to be a bit of a bait there. We're going to be recalling, but going to be careful that he doesn't get caught out. There goes a Q coming in from the side of Envy, trying to get a stun off, but it seems that Careless right now more concerned about just throwing out those pokes and trying to make sure that he doesn't get caught out.
Yeah, it's it's little overextensions like that that are costing Reunion almost this game right now. The Lee Sin just really off position right there. Was just trying to get the red buff before going back. Was really good in terms of trying to get a rotation going on into the jungle, trying to get the most out of the jungle gold at that point. But again, that low health, you're only going to get caught. And then again, that's when his name, caught MF in 4K. It was not going to happen in this game.
It wasn't going to happen indeed here. As going to be seen coming in from the side of Oligarchs right now, they are going to be jostling for position, but it seems that coming in from the side of Reunion, they want to be getting as much of these objectives as they can. So looking at Reunion right now, it is going to be pings towards the top side, maybe towards the Baron here. Maybe they might actually try to contest this against Oligarchs. But Oligarchs right now getting into position really, really well. Oh, beautiful stand behind me there, coming in right into the Glacial Fissure. Hits onto one. There goes the ultimate coming in from the Kai'Sa there, but they got to be careful that they don't get caught out from the side of the Wukong here. Caught MF in 4K, looking towards getting all of them down and out with the ultimate.
Yeah, really good awareness coming in from the side of Reunion, knowing that we were actually grouped up behind the Braum, knowing that the Wukong ult would have been the end of them, and with that, they're actually going to catch them off position, and they start the Baron right now. But no, look how brave this Braum Knight is, trying to just walk right in. But no, Hextech Ultimatum is going to drop. No escape for this Braum, and there's not enough people to contest this right now. They're getting opposition, and it looks like they're going to try to peel for the back line, but not enough damage right there to eliminate more members than needed. It is going to be a decent trade though, actually, but all that's left is Garen, and all you can do is spin, and it's to no avail. There's going to be an ace on the side for Oligarchs, only losing their lucks in that part. Again, Sayo can't catch a break.
Sayo never seems to get the Baron buff at all. I think it was in 2 to 3 games where he was able to get the Baron. He wasn't able to ever get the Baron buff, so bad luck for Sayo. Sayo is definitely bad luck Brian in this situation.
Yeah, he does the best for his team though, and it does get them the win. But I can't help but feel a little sad every time I see Sayo die. So sometimes it's to his friend's Cataclysm, sometimes it's just hard, you know, being the support. You want to be appreciated, but most of the time you're seeing the world in gray, and your teammates is like, they're doing good at least. I look at that 4-man, 5-man knockout. I did that, you know, standing up in heaven with a thumbs up. It's like, that's all you can do sometimes, guys.
I mean, so you gotta help. You gotta help. You gotta hope for the best here. Coming in from the side of Oligarchs. Oligarchs right now knows how to turn this situation around here, and I think they might be able to know something here. Lee Sin going for the Krugs. Oh, spotted out.
Hi.
Yep, it seems like it's going to be a death brush. That is not going to be a death brush here coming in from the side of Oligarchs. As we're going to be seeing a lot of Oligarchs right now going to be pressuring over to the top side and bot side as well as mid side here. The battle is happening on the 3 fronts here as we're going to be seeing a 1-2-2 kind of formation here, making full efficient use of the Baron buff. It's definitely going to be working out in favor of Oligarchs. They want to be covering as much ground as they can.
Oh boy. The great kick into each other right there. And it looks like Careless is going to be caught out, but no, the really quick heal coming in. Braum trying his best to keep the damage alive, but no, it looks like the Wukong is actually going to get a 3-man knockup right there, but where is the damage? Careless went down ages ago. They're going to be able to quickly equalize that.
Oh boy.
With a quick Hextech Ultimatum, is going to try to go in, but no, Zhonya is going to proc straight away, but it's not going to be enough. Kai'Sa does eventually fall, and now the pickups are happening right there. It is now this time Sayo is at the forefront. It's like, guys, I'm alive. I can do this. I'm here, guys. And
he's contributing. Oh wait, over to the bot side though.
Oh, during that whole time, of course Ziggs is going to split push. Of course Ziggs can do that, and with that ace, it is going to be the first win in this best of 3 in favor of Oligarchs right there, so congrats. That is only the first game though, best of 3. No breaks are found right here. We're going to go straight match into match into match in this tournament.
14 minutes for the side of Oligarchs there for them to be able to win out that one, and they were on the red side. Now they're going to be switching over to the blue side here. Reunion will be able to have that second pick in terms of being in the red side, so they will be able to go for those counter picks. But man, oh man, was it a very steady game coming in from the side of Oligarchs that they were able to just handily defeat members of Reunion, even though they had a little bit of a rocky start against Reunion for some of the early engagers.
And I'm very happy to see that Sayo at least gets MVP right there. 21 assists. That's what you want to see on a support, guys. Who doesn't? You don't have to care about the kills. You don't have to worry about the deaths. I contributed a whole bunch in this fight. MVP, good show to Sayo right there. And alone on the other side was the MVP for the side of Reunion.
Well, it was just beautiful stuff there being shown from the side of Oligarchs. Handily being able to not only do the amount of damage that they needed, but also with the amount of positioning that they had, they were able to secure some of the high value objectives, and I felt that that was the biggest determining factor for the Oligarchs. They've been very consistent in terms of jostling for position, for control of a lot of these objectives, and I felt that for Oligarchs that was the key to victory here. Will that ring true for game number 2, and will it potentially push us to game number 3, or will Oligarchs just clean sweep and tell them, look, we don't want to play game number 3, we just want to end this quickly, the casters have been rapping and working really hard, let's give them a break and let's close it out at game number 2. But yet again, we won't know until we head into game number 2 and find out what kind of draft Oligarchs is going to go and what kind of adjustments that Reunion needs to make.
Yeah, but before we get into the next game, I believe we're going to go into the replays and actually figure out where exactly Oligarchs was able to take this victory out from. So let's see right here. This is going to be the early fight that was happening around the scuttle right there. It slowly shifted from, hey, look, the bot is actually really low on health, we could go for a fight right here, to like, hey, I don't want to waste too much time right here. Look, there's actually a scuttle that we can take right now, and I'm the jungler, I have smite. Why don't we actually try to go for that? So it was multiple fights right there, which ultimately ended in the scuttler going into the favor of Oligarchs at that point, because they had the Wukong right there. Even though they tried to get really aggressive, the rest of the team formed up at that point. And really quick right here, he was not able to see this Lee Sin set up into the brush right there. So Sai thought, it's like, why is this Garen walking up so close to me, knowing that it's very little health? And there we had the follow-up right there. It was just decimated, and that was your first blood for this game.
All right, so I've just been told that the team that lost us out on that first game, they will definitely be able to pick a side here. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to be doing that out. So we're going to be seeing that other Drake fight here is going to be perking out, as we do see Oligarchs right now pulling the trigger very handily indeed over towards the side of members of Reunion here. And it seems that looking at that, caught MF in 4K was able to get in the middle of it, get that double onto 2, and it seems that this is where it was just a rock and a hard place, like you said, coming in from the side of Reunion here. Oligarchs very, very handy indeed in terms of them securing a lot of these kills. And a boom goes the clock as Envy right now, final survivor here, dodges that out, but the auto attack will be like, nope, you're done.
Yeah, just this, you want to walk in the bombs right there, you want to walk in the brush where I'm going to throw the skill shot, no, auto attack, there you go. 3 deaths chosen right there, you choose 1. And again, this Lee Sin was caught out right there, but really wants this kill on caught MF in 4K, does end up securing the kill, but it's going to be the Diana who gets it. The rest of the team tries to peel away, but there's a fight at multiple fronts right now as Kalis is doing a whole bunch of damage towards the top area right there, trying to get the Kaisa right now. And again, we just see him landing Mystic shot after Mystic shot, even forcing the Braum to play out right there. Not going to be able to get a whole bunch out there. The Q does land. The Diana ult does go down. Sayo, unfortunately, in the middle of it all, trying to survive, but no, does eventually go down. But now it's going to be the Diana that's really off position. A quick combo follow-up from Careless will be able to take the multiple kills right there. So even though they weren't able to actually get the Rift Herald, the Careless does and eventually help win that exchange in general.
Alright, so we're going to be seeing there the True Shot Barrage almost getting the Garen there onto Smooth. Smooth, definitely not the smoothest operator, as we see him staying a little bit too long. Alone comes in, a little bit of alone there, as we do see, oh my goodness, it was going to be Lee Sin that gets in the middle of everything here. Not a very wise choice, considering that, yes, it was going to be a crazy amount of damage. There goes the Final Spark, not being able to get that, but look at that Chezu in the middle of it, but luckily enough was able to at least sustain and do a lot of damage, but nope, he is going to get boomed and dropped into the game here. Killing spree going over towards the side of Oligarchs, but Reunion were able to turn it around.
Again, it wasn't an ace. Caught MF in 4K was nowhere near that fight, and right now the rest of the teammates are coming in there, going alone against this Kaisa right up until the Lux tries to land this root right there. That presence was alone enough to stop the Kaisa from just trying to move around crazily, and there we have it. Caught MF in 4K was literally catching all the opponents from Reunion out of position right there. Was just really, really good in terms of map awareness right there. Was able to really pinpoint exactly where Reunion was and was able to stop them at every point and turn at this point. And even then right here, very bravely just trying to keep this Garen preoccupied right now, even knowing that the teammates are nearby, was just going to keep time delayed so that they can get as much damage as is going on. And right here we see the attempt coming in from Darren right now. Braum trying to just peel for the rest of the teammates. Nobody right behind him to peel for. So he walks in with a Q and just dies right there. Diana with a great ult, but no, unfortunately not going to be able to do much right there. Not enough teammates to help out with that great ult. And right here we just see a lone Garen trying his best, but no, it's not going to be enough. And a quick ace outside the Baron pit does help them seal that Baron.
Oh boy, here we go. It's going to be another one here coming in, and it seems that Oligarchs right now were biting off a little bit more than they could chew, as Reunion right now looking towards closing now, but the damage is a little bit too high coming in from the side of Oligarchs. As Oligarchs right now looking towards ending the game as quickly as they can here, but it seems that Oligarchs, wow, look at that from the side there. The double kill is going to go very, very handily towards the side of Oligarchs, as the Hextech Ultimator is going to come down right into the tactical sweep, right onto the main ADC, right onto the Lee Sin as well. The double kill going to go over towards the side of Oligarchs, rampaging Camille, and look at that, another tactical sweep right into the Precision Protocol, and he's just going to be out, as we do see Chezu right now closing out the game.
Yeah, during that whole exchange, Chezu was actually at the bottom split pushing right there, so that ace was just a show of dominant force. Either way, it was going to look bad on the side of Reunion, as Chezu was able to just secure the tower and even take the Nexus practically on his own at that point, because it's Ziggs. He's going to be able to just pretty much melt every single objective at that point with ease, no matter what.
I don't know about you, but man, oh man, has it been a very, very exciting game coming in for the side of Oligarchs. Will we be able to go to game number 2? Excuse me, not game number 2. Will we be pushed into game number 3, or will 2 games be enough to settle this score between Oligarchs and Reunion? We shall have to wait and see. I don't know about you guys, but the draft is going to be very, very revealing indeed. Will we see some bans going out to some of the stronger pickups? Will we see an Ezreal being picked out for the other side of Reunion? Do they want to deny that Ezreal pickup here? And will the ADC for the side of Oligarchs suddenly pull out an ace up their sleeves here in terms of, all right, you take out Ezreal, we'll take something else.
Yeah, we have seen the Draven pop up when they're just like, there's a Kaisa ban, and then there's the Ezreal potentially right there. So Draven has been making some sort of show around there. Again, Draven.
Yes.
I should be saying it properly. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, we are playing the League of Draven every time he plays, right?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, it really depends. But I do not agree with the fact that, Draven, a lot of things have to go really well for him.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you do not funnel, it's going to be a problem. Let's not speculate. Let us go into the draft phase.
And it looks like it seems Reunion wants to go for the red side. They probably want to secure their combo right there, being able to get 2 picks off the bat right there. But Oligarchs is going to get the first pick and the first ban, so it's going to be really, really good on their side, in my opinion. And it looks like it's going to be the Gragas ban coming in first. Again, it's a very, very strong ban right there. Very, very strong champion, being able to flex around the whole side of the map. Gonna be your jungler, can be your support, can be your tank, can be whatever you want, baby. Gragas is all there. And it looks like it's gonna be the Ziggs ban right there. Again, I very much agree. Usually we always see the Ziggs ban, and this is the reason why. He was able to shove the lane all the way through the top and the inhibitor right there and take it all the way to the Nexus. So that's out of the picture right now. And okay, Ezreal.
Yep, I mean, I said it already. I mean, we did see that the Ziggs ban as well as Ziggs as well as Ezreal were definitely going to be a huge problem for the side of Reunion. They want to be taking away the siege composition that Oligarchs does really well, and I feel that that's just going to be playing into their hands here, as Oligarchs right now may actually open themselves up towards a very interesting pickup here, because they do have the Galio, they do have the Camille, they do have Gragas has been banned out here. So this is going to be very interesting to see what kind of pickup that Oligarchs is going to actually go first, because if Ziggs is not, since Ziggs is banned out, it does open up another pickup that is going to be their strongest, or they're just going to be like, okay, never mind, we'll just take our support, we'll maybe take a Braum, and then we'll see what Reunion does in terms of the draft, and they respond accordingly.
Yes, yes. And with this though, that first pick is going to be really important, because you can also sort of deny the potential combo pick that Reunion has. They're going to be able to pick 2 champions straight off the bat after the single pick coming in from Oligarchs. So we're going to just see what exactly Oligarchs has up their sleeve as they go into the first pick. Sayo going to be picking for the team the first time. What's it going to be?
It's going to be a Lux.
It's going to be
a Braum.
Okay, yeah.
Darn it. I got bamboozled.
That's going to be Sayo's flavor. Again, I feel like he does really well when he's up at the front of the battle. I felt like the Lux was a bit of a stretch for him, honestly, because I see him do really well in the thick of the fight right there. And look at that. I would completely agree with the Orianna and Akali right there. That would be really, really strong, I feel. As we see, even the teammates is like, go Akali, Diana. I'm like, yes, go for it, go for it. Okay, and they do seal it out right there. Listening to me, I feel it right right now. And of course, caught MF in 4K. You leave a Lee Sin open, guess what you're gonna have? You're gonna get a Lee Sin in this game right there. And it's gonna be, Carol's gonna be playing Kai'Sa, and I like it.
I think I like it a lot too. But the thing is, I think Kai'Sa, I think Careless does really well with rangier ADCs. I could be wrong, you know. It really depends on how he's going to be pulling it off. Envy as well, going to go for the peel, for one of the best peel supports there is with the Janna. Also a lot of sustain as well as the shielding that does come with the Janna. So I think that could actually prove very, very useful for the side of Reunion. Camille has been locked in for the side of Reunion. So this is going to be very interesting indeed for the side of Oligarchs, because as you can see, Reunion does something really, really well. They'll be able to all in with the Diana, with Akali, with the Camille. But the damage share that could come in from the side of Oligarchs could be a problem here, because Sai is going to be going on the Darius and Chezu on the Orianna. What do you think about this Orianna?
Okay, I really like this Orianna, because again, a lot of the majority of this damage, they had to be in the thick of the fight. If Camille sort of jumps in on there, that's going to be a very easy shockwave to follow up right there. So they're going to be able to just plant the ball right there. But no, you can just beat me again and pick the Ahri. Okay, now you have to worry about a charm.
I like the Ahri better.
The Ahri charm does make sort of sense, because you're going to be able to really zone out and focus right on the person doing a lot of damage. And Corki is going to be picked on the side of Reunion. Again, I haven't seen Corki quite a bit. He sort of fell off the table a bit as an ADC right there. People sort of favoring the Ezreal more, but since no Ezreal, I feel that Corki's also has been very consistent as well. I really like this pick coming in from the side of Reunion. Again, I feel like they're missing a tank, but it might not matter, because you don't need a tank if everybody's dead.
Exactly. So I'm thinking that coming in from the side of Reunion, they do have a crazy amount of damage here with the Diana, Akali, as well as the Corki. Corki does have a very interesting mechanic whereby he does convert a little bit of his damage towards magic damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So that's going to be very hard to itemize, but at the end of the day, that magic damage is going to be worth nothing if he's going to be dead early on.
Yeah, that is also another fair problem. As well, we also have to figure out who they want to funnel the money into first.
Exactly.
Because it's going to be a very, very big, all this big potential damage can only work when everybody gets their items. And again, you have to worry about the priority of where all this money is coming from and where it's going to eventually go to. So again, I really like the pick coming in from Reunion, but what really will define this game is where exactly the money goes to and who will eventually get their core items sort of finished up and eventually help out the most in the team fight. So I really want to see how well Reunion does here. Hopefully we'll go into a game 3, but what I can tell you right now is that we're definitely be going into game 2 for this grand finals. Again, it looks like it's going to be Oligarchs on your left for the blue side, and on the right, I'm sorry, no wait, I'm correct. It is going to be, again, Oligarchs on the blue side right there, caught MF from 4K on that side, and then it's going to be on the red side, we have Reunion.
Yeah, so we've been a bit, just for you guys who are paying attention, who are watching at home, there is going to be a bit of a switch here. Reunion is going to be on the blue side and Oligarchs on the red side. So we're going to be seeing this transpire, as we're going to be seeing right now. Oligarchs looking towards getting themselves into a very good position, towards getting some of these early exchanges here. Alone right now, taking in a little bit of that damage here as they're going to be fighting it out. Looking at how the Ahri does, I mean, Chezu there, look at him. I mean, he's already ranged pretty early on, so he wants to be bullying Alone out of the lane as quickly and as best as he can. Because one thing I really like about an Ahri overall, doesn't matter whether it's League, in PC or Wild Rift, they do, a particular Ahri does a lot of things really well, you know. I mean, it can be very assassinate, can do some pickoffs, and you're able to just do so much so well, and the kit is very, very much conducive towards helping Oligarchs actually win this game out.
Yeah, it's a very versatile kit. They're going to be able to actually eliminate one person and take him out of the picture so much as that charm does land. It is a very, very big factor that they have to think about in a team fight. And it looks like they might try to go for a fight down for the scuttle. Again, very, very important thing in terms of vision. But it looks like Envy is going to get caught out from the side here. Sayo trying their best to try to get this kill in here. And it's going to be the Kai'Sa that eventually seals the deal. But no, they do end up getting the scuttle. But all for naught is going to be 3 kills right now onto the side for Oligarchs as they get three nice kills right there. And it's, again, this scuttle, it does end up falling to, they also got the scuttle, my bad. They also get the scuttle. The scuttle is blue. So that is all oligarchs, all up right there. And now it is a 2K gold lead, and it's 2 minutes in. That is a substantial lead in this amount of time. That is essentially a huge step close to your core items right there. There's going to be a lot of damage on the table right now, and it looks like it's going to be in the pocket of the Kaisa, as this is going to be lane bullying down in the bot lane from those early kills.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how members of Oligarchs right now are going to be using this lead to actually catapult themselves towards the victory here. Remember, for those of you guys who don't know, we are currently in the middle of fixing up the visuals. There we go, Oligarchs right now on blue, Reunion on red, and everything is accurate as pie. So we're going to be seeing a very interesting turn of events here for the side of Oligarchs. 2K goal advantage in their favor here, as Oligarchs right now steadily holding on towards their advantage. And I think this could be a very, very interesting game for the side of Reunion. Reunion definitely needs to, not to say climb a mountain, but has to climb a hill for the fairly early stages of the game. But I think Oligarchs right now, they are very the apprehend right into the spin. Looking towards decimating Smooth here, but Smooth right now doing a crazy amount of damage here, but it is going to be a level advantage right into the Noxian Gillis, but it's not going to be enough, as it's going to be Smooth Operator.
Yeah, I thought for sure that Akali would be definitely bullying the Garrett.
The Darius.
Yes, I almost mixed the Garrett and the Darius together. I said Darius
because both of them spin.
I almost threw myself in a loop right there. But again, it's going to be the Darius that is actually going to fall right there, because I feel like Darius has a lot of trouble in the top lane for his position. Ideally, getting like bullied by a lot of like Fiora and all this right there. But yes, from the beginning, it looked like how Sai was trying to freeze the lane right there. It was just trying to get as much money up. It's going to be the Akali who comes up on top of this. But no, everybody's going to form up at the lane right here. It is going to be the Inferno Dragon, so this is going to be very, very important. But it looks like they're going to get caught out right there. A Mist Charm is going to get spotted out here right here. Now it's going to be multiple fights right at the front. Already split attention. It might not work out right here, as Corki is now focusing on two people. Sayo looks like he's going to go down. Sayo does eventually fall from the Corki right here. And the great ult coming in won't do enough. Akali is going to be doing so much damage, and down goes the Kaisa, and now it looks like Oligarchs has nothing to do but run as they get picked up, dissected from Reunion. Reunion just going to go in. No, but look at the heal coming in for his side. He's going to be able to get the fruit in there. Akali Smoke actually blocked it off for me, and that was just a little bit of a whipped cream at the top right there, just to annoy the Darius. He's going to throw out the Q on top of that Nico.
Well, I think that a bit of wasted time there coming in towards the Howling Gale, they're definitely going to work out favors. But over to the bot side there, Envy and Sai exchanging love taps amongst each other. But it's got to be very careful though. Sai right now may be focused by these two dual laners for the side of Reunion. Reunion right now back into the game. Equalizing the game as such, so this could work out wonders for the side of Reunion for them to wrestle back control away from Oligarchs. Oligarchs right now losing out the early lane advantage here, but look at that Icatian Rain doing crazy amount of damage to a Smooth right now. Smooth has to reset.
Yeah, I really like the rotation coming in from here. Usually the top lanes would meet at the bottom as well, but if I were the Akali, I would also try to meet up with the Darius at this point, just trying to stop him from getting decent farm right here. And it looks like the Corki is going to try his best to really stop the push at this tower. And it looks like the Camille is at the back. Looks like they want to go for the kill right here. The Janna is also forming up, so it looks like it's going to be a big fight. But Cotton and Corki is going to get the Sonic win right there. He's going to get the Braum ult goes down. They're going to get it picked right now. And it looks really bad right here. The Diana going to be going into Hexa ultimate. It does drop. And it looks like it's all going to be Reunion at this point, as Oligarchs is forced to run. The Ahri does get the charm, and it's under the tower, but no, Akali's going to be able to secure the kill. And with that right there, they're going to get the kill lead. Reunion up on the board, 1 kill on top, and it is basically tied for gold.
Tied for goal, and it seems that a slight advantage of kills there coming in for the side of Reunion and their first turret over Oligarchs. And Oligarchs right now looking towards getting that mid lane turret. This could be a turn of events there, as Reunion may actually force them to game number 3 if this keeps up.
Yeah, they are trying to keep this momentum that they have going on there. In fact, they're going to be able to take this Rift Herald without any contest right now. So that is 1 Rift Herald in the pocket for Reunion, as they will be able to probably drop that as soon as the Dragon comes up. It's going to be the Cloud Dragon. So a very, very good dragon sequence coming up again, but Oligarchs with that Infernal Dragon, they're going to be able to get a lot of damage. They're probably going to scale very, very nicely at this point. And a very, very good jungler, right? They're going to be able to give the red to the Kai'Sa. So that's a lot of damage coming in from the Kai'Sa if she does need it at that point. And it looks like they're going to split the jungle right here. Oligarchs knows that they had to make up the gold difference right now. Needs the money on top of this Kai'Sa to deal a massive amount of damage, as we see in this game.
All right, we're going to be seeing Oligarchs right now moving towards the mid side here. I think they want to be getting that mid side turret. It's going to be opening up so much advantages for them, mostly because of the rotation. And I feel that that's going to be something that Oligarchs wants to put a lot of urgency into. Not much changes here in terms of goal advantages. We're going to see an Infernal Drake go over to his Oligarchs, giving them a little bit of a slight damage advantage over the side of Reunion, but nothing too detrimental to the side of Reunion. They've got to be just slightly careful that they don't take some of these fights too recklessly against Oligarchs. So Reunion right now doing pretty much a lot of things right compared to the game, compared to the first game, but we have seen Oligarchs operate from behind, and they're no strangers to actually playing it through the backside here. Oh
no.
There goes the Q. Will there be a follow-up?
I'm waiting for the kick, but no, it looks like they're too close to the tower to get a good kick in towards their own tower. Again, the charm actually quite difficult to land in most situations right there. It is going to be pretty difficult to get the advantage here in this one, but it looks like both people are going to recall as they see Dragon's going to be coming up right now. It is again going to be the Cloud Dragon. Most people want to get this Dragon right here, and I really like the move by Cloud MF in 4K. He's actually tanking up in terms of magic damage right now. He's going to be able to buy some defense items and just to handle all that magic damage coming here. But it looks like Sai is going to catch off the Camille right there. Going to be able to get 2 grease on here, but no, it's not going to be enough. The rest of the team is starting to peel right there. And do they want to fight this face to face? I don't think they do. It looks like the quick Q coming in from the Kai'Sa will land, but no, they are just really, really apprehensive about engaging straight away, even before the dragon is spawning right now. Oh no, wait, the dragon is on the table right now, so whoever wins this fight will take this dragon eventually, especially if the jungler goes down, and they are looking to start it. It looks like it's going to be Reunion who starts this Cloud Dragon right now. Going to get the first pull, dragon out, but the Great Dragon Q going to be able to land on 2 people. No follow-up right there, though. They weren't ready for it, and it looks like they're slowly pushing their advantage in. No, Camille's going to go to the back line, going to get the ultimate on Braum, though, and here's the fight right now. There's going to be multiple ultis burned. It looks like the Diana ult is going to get burned right there. As we see, it looks like Oligarchs is slowly starting to fall apart right there. And there we have it. Diana eventually falling down. Sorry, trying to pick up the pieces right there.
Oh boy.
To get a quick kill. Another dunk right now. Not going to be fast enough to get another one right there, but they're going to equalize this. This is going to be 3 for 2 coming in for the favorites of Oligarchs right there. They're going to drop this Rift Herald down in the mid though, so Oligarchs does have to worry about their mid tower, but they do get this dragon.
Alright, so another turret there going over to the side of Oligarchs. They are going to be taking the second Drake, one of the winningest Drake here in terms of stats. It seems that Cloud Drake has to be one of the more consistent win rates there across the board for a lot from what we have seen thus far in the League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey. So we do see that Baron Nashor now out for play, as we do see Oligarchs right now slowly getting a 2,000 gold lead advantage here as they're going to be moving into the 10-minute mark. We do see that the average game coming in from a lot of these teams is about 15 to 16 minutes.
Yeah.
So this could be a very interesting mid-game here, as we're going to be seeing a lot of these teams right now jostling for position, as the first Baron may be the high-value target that both these teams are going to be fighting for.
Yeah, again, it's really been even in terms of towers. They only managed to get 2 towers down for Oligarchs, so they managed to get both the mid and the bottom tower down. And right here, any other tower could be huge. The Mist Charm coming in from Oligarchs right there is a bit unfortunate. It could have been the start of a very big fight that could have landslided towards them. But no, again, this is still very dead even for both of these sides. Even though there's a 2k gold difference, it only means that the items are not yet complete. But if they fight this team fight really well, if they manage to land their CCs and chain it nicely on priority targets, they will be able to win it. And again, you have to worry about the backline so much. Careless is going to be able to do so much damage if he's not taken in check right there. So when this fight does break out, they have to really look out for Careless. And right now he's solo mid right here, and it looks like a fight will break out on top as they try to camp around this tower right here. But no, I think they spot each other out here. Death Rush attempt coming in. No, Kai'Sa is actually going to spot them out. The Janna forced to move away. The Q coming down off to the wrong position right there, and they had to reposition right now.
Oh boy.
Are they going to spot out this Janna though? Envy does take a look and see that they are starting the Baron Hill. Are they going to be able to do anything about it? Who's going to get the jump? No.
Smooth is out of position though.
Smooth is so out of position right here. Oh, it's going to be a big fight right now, and it looks like they're going to
Oh, the numbers are not in their favor here. This is going to be bad coming in for the side of Reunion right now. It seems that the fight is not going to go in their favor as Oligarchs right now pull off the trigger, and it seems to be 1 for 1, 1 for 2. No, no, no. It's going to be Sad that are coming in for the side of Reunion. Double kill going over to the side. Oh, Careless right now taking it down for the count. Will there be another dunk? The dunk comes down. He goes golden, but it's going to be only a matter of time before the Rampage goes over to the side of Oligarchs. Not even a single member of Oligarchs fell to that Reunion. What were you doing? They knew for a fact that Smooth was out of position. They knew they had every bit of confidence to pull the trigger. Easy Baron for the side of Oligarchs.
Yeah, Camille just really jumped in, really wanted to land that Hextech ultimatum, but no backup for the rest of the team will mean that they're going to get this Baron buff easy, and all members of their team are alive. So this split push is going to be devastating right now. None of their front towers are standing left. All of there is at the back right now. The inhibitor towers as well behind that, and it could be gone if there's just enough focus on the push. And no member of Reunion should be caught off guard right now, but it looks like KOTMF and 4K might be able to catch this Janna off in rotation, but no, he's going to be standing in the brush right here. Are they going to be able to spot anything? Is it gonna happen?
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, what's the Corky doing? Oh, luckily enough, he does have the special delivery. The enhanced special delivery will definitely get him out of there, but he does waste off his package, so better to use it then and there rather than keep it off. So we do see that there's going to be a huge problem here. Enhanced minions are going to be pushing onto the mid side here. Definitely going to be a huge problem for side Reunion here, as we do see Oligarchs right now looking to end the game, but they have to be careful though. Top side is going to be pushing in towards that turret. They're going to be securing as much turrets as they can here, as Reunion right now being knocked on their door, as Oligarchs looking to slam this door closed on the hopes of Reunion's hopes to win the grand final.
Oh man, I also just seeing that Chazu not having any luck landing these charms, not being able to get any of these kill secures is going to be unfortunate, but no, they're going to reset. I know they have the Baron buff, they are able to push, and they managed to get the mid and bottom tower push. The top tower is the only thing left standing, but it looks like this Mountain Dragon might be the next focus of this team, and I don't think Reunion should even challenge us right now. They're not in any position to do so. They have to worry about their towers, they have to worry about the waves being pushed in. The only wave that's really pushed in really well is actually the top tower right now, and it looks like this is going to be all Oligarchs' Dragon. So not only are they going to be dealing so much damage, they're going to be that much harder to kill. And it looks like they might catch the Diana off alone. Alone, literally being alone at this point.
Oh
and
no.
Okay, no. It's just going to be the Kai'Sa bullet that's going to land and nothing else. It was almost a pick-off at that point.
Alright, so we'll be seeing here a lot of problems there coming in from the side of Oligarchs. A lot of problems coming in from the side of Reunion. One of them trying to go golden there. Apprehend will be able to miss. Oh my goodness, look at that size in the middle of it. But there goes the Janna ultimate. But this could be the start, the beginning of the end. As we're going to be seeing it here, very, very wise there coming in from the side of Oligarchs, that they want to be getting a very, very handy amount of objectives, as they have about 10k, 9k gold advantage in their favor here. Doesn't look very good for the side of Reunion, as Oligarchs right now slowly but surely tightening the vice grip on their neck.
Yeah, this has just been great macro so far coming on from the side of Oligarchs. Very good target priority as well in these fights, knowing that again, is Smooth and the Corky are the ones to look out for in damage, and Smooth being off position in that last fight costed him that ace, and it was a very unfortunate sequence of events. But again, it's not quite over out for Reunion. The reason why Oligarchs is playing really safe right now is because any big team fight that's not in the favor. Oh, Sai, you're so brave. Look, he barely took any damage from that. There are 3 people on top of him. And he's
double apprehend!
Oh, it's gonna be so big. He's gonna be able to land 2 stacks of blood on top of 2 members right there, just very easily. But no, they have to run back. They're not even gonna try to protect this tower. They are gonna hide behind their inhibitor tower. Sai, so brave, could just walk in their jungle like it's no business at all.
Sai does not even give a hoot when it comes to being able to just go there. It was able to soak up so much damage, and it was like peanut damage, like throwing peanuts at a tank, in my opinion.
Stop.
Exactly, tickling the damage, tickling rather than damaging instead, coming in from the side of Oligarchs. So Oligarchs right now, they want to be pulling the trigger here. They want to try to catch members of Reunion off guard here, and this is going to be very, very scary indeed, coming in from the side of Reunion. Reunion there definitely have to pick their fights very, very wisely as they move forward. And as we see, the territory is starting to shrink there coming in from the side of Reunion, as Oligarchs right now looking towards establishing dominant control towards the mid side and bottom side.
Yeah, and even here, if they drag out this game any longer, the Elder Ocean Dragon will appear. Baron is already back up, so with how far the waves are being pushed in right now, this Baron could be a very, very important objective to take. And it looks like Chesu is signaling them with a circle as, come guys, come. We're gonna take this Baron, we're gonna end this game, okay guys? That's a secret signal right now. When you see a person spinning around
Oh boy. We're going to have a bit of a problem here. Unbreakable going to come down for the side of Sayo. Sayo right now going to go for the Glacial Fissure onto 2. It's going to be a good one here indeed, as we're going to be seeing the fight is going to be roping up off on the side of Reunion. Reunion right now bidding up a little bit more than they can do. The damage is not going to be good enough. But you see the Oligarchs right now looking towards getting one. But there goes one coming in from the side of Reunion, as we're going to be seeing it time and time again. One more, as we're going to be seeing a killing spree going over towards the side of Careless. Careless right now has been taken up for the count. It's going to be caught MF in 4K, but no! The triple kill goes over to Reunion. Reunion now buying a little bit of time here, as the ace is going to run through for the side of Reunion, as Oligarchs right now looking towards losing out their members for about 30 seconds. They are going to be in the grey screen, as we do see that the final surviving member for the side of Reunion is still Corky. Will still be able to get as much as he can here in terms of his positioning. But remember, ladies and gents, it is going to be a few more seconds until Oligarchs come back into the game. Not much can be said for Reunion here. Still 8k gold advantage in their favor, and a heck ton of turrets for them to take down.
Oh wow, that fight broke out at multiple fronts, and it was just focus after focus after focus, but at the end of the day, it was just the Corky who's left alive at this point, and it was really, really great. He's managed to shove all the lane all the way towards the mid tower at that point, and that just buys them even more time. So now they can even start thinking about other objectives. They will try to probably take this red and put it on their damage dealer right now. That is just going to be a little bit of added damage in their pocket right here, but no, it looks like Oligarchs looks to win this game. They want to take this Elder Dragon, but no, I feel like with the warts that they got, they know that Reunion is going to try to fight this. And here we have it, Sai with the great E, going to be able to pull out two people. Rock with the good ult follow-up, and now it's going to be a big fight. Hextech Ultimatum lands to the back, but no one else to peel for them right here. It looks like Reunion has to go and disengage at this point, as we see Oligarchs just decimating them right now.
There
now
he goes.
it's only 3 people left. No, they're going to be able to get the pick off right here, and all that's left is this GA. And no, it goes straight to Sonia's. The Akali has to run for her life. The package is going to go down, as he has to just try to run away, but no, you're just surrounded. They know this. Are they going to get the pick on the Corky? No, caught MFFM 4K. It's just like, where you going, guys? Where you going, man? Where you going? You're not going anywhere. I'm watching you. Every time you're going to recall, I'm going to hit you. Recall. I'm going to stop it.
A little bit of fun there being shown by both of them, but I don't think we're going to be needing a game number 3 here, as Oligarch close it out and is the winner of the grand finals here at the League of Legends Warriors Summoners Odyssey.
Oh, that last play though, it looked like Reunion had a chance to come back. They had that ace, Corky was left alive, but no, Oligarchs is like, we'll give you that one. We're gonna come right back and we're gonna answer in kind. And even left, the Corky is like, oh, you slippery fella. You know what? We'll leave you alone. You get to go back in the fountain, okay? But I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
I mean, I gotta say though that coming in for the side of Reunion, I think they were able to actually bring out some really, really good fights from Oligarchs, and I feel that they did elevate Oligarchs by quite a bit in terms of bringing the best out of Oligarchs. But Oligarchs just shows like, sorry Reunion, not your day to win today.
Yeah, and with that, we see the MVP coming in from the Oligarch side will be caught MF in 4K. I believe it's Neon Face, one of Neon Face's favorite Lee Sin players to watch at this point. But Smooth, no slouch themselves, gonna be the MVP on the side for Reunion right there. Again, they tried their best. They had so much damage coming in right there, but they fell apart. As Sai was just able to just walk in and go like, what damage? I'm gonna take out 25k worth of damage from you and still gonna walk in fine and perfectly dandy. It did not matter. Again, Careless does end up dealing the most damage right there, but we see caught MF in 4K gonna be the one who's gonna be in the engages the most often, and it did really count in that game. I kind of really want to see how the graph turned out right there. Again, it was a bit of a back and forth. There was not over and out yet for Reunion the whole game. They did have a chance to come back.
Yeah, there were a lot of opportunities for the side of Reunion to come back. As you can see from the farm differential between them, there was a bit of a push and pull, but I think from the 9-minute mark onwards, it was telling a different story. However, for the side of Oligarchs, as they were able to just handily bring a lot of defeat towards Reunion. I do have to say that Reunion did pull the trigger really well, and with a differential of XP of 70,000, it does go to show that coming in from the side of Oligarchs and Reunion, they both handily showed that they both handily brought out the best in each other, but I think that Oligarchs was just better overall on so many different levels.
You can actually see how much that ace meant in that dip. It didn't even dip to the red. If you see at the end there, near the end, where that ace, what that ace really meant, it was like, it's still our game. And they were able to bring it back. They reverse sweep them right there. Again, another attempt at the ace, but we'll see what happened in the replay. You want to see what happens right here.
But it's good to see here that both Reunion and Oligarchs did have a really good time, had even a swell time just mucking about with each other. So I think that was a really funny thing. But here we go, Oligarchs right now dealing that first blood there, being able to get 1 kill for Chezu as well as Careless. And this was the beginning of the end there coming in for the side of Oligarchs. They were able to get at least a 2k goal advantage in their favor, but Sai right now dropping the ball over to the top side here, and that was rather unfortunate, even though the Nox and Guillotine did came down, but it was the difference of a barrier there that saved it. Over towards the bot side here, we're going to be seeing another fight for the Drake, and this is going to be very interesting indeed for the side of Oligarchs here, as they were trying to get their positioning off towards the side of Reunion. Reunion right now very handily indeed came back into the fight. Sayo was the first ever casualty in this fight here, and this was where some of the fights could actually turn in favor for the side of Reunion. Reunion right now handily is trying to steal the dragon away, but but the side of Oligarchs, they were just too smooth of an operator there to come back in. But look at that, one by one, they did take advantage coming in from the side of Reunion here to come in, but look at that, Sai was able to heal himself and try to mitigate as much of the losses as he could.
Yeah, and then it was just multiple fights, and it was always Oligarchs who would somehow turn up at the end. Reunion didn't go down without a fight. They were able to pick off multiple members. And that was a very big pick off, getting Careless right there. And again, the Ari going to be able to fall. It was really important. Sayo somehow still standing at the back, not being able to stand and peel for the rest of the teammates. So those were very good kills coming in from the side of Reunion. But at the end of the day, the goal difference was still not enough for them to really take the game. Again, it was still Oligarchs that sort of kept it neutral at this point. They were able to just keep it at their pace for this whole entire game. And here we have it at the Mountain Dragon. I believe they're able to just get the back line right there. They go for the back. Reunion is taking the initiative in this fight. But as we see right here, multiple ults engaged right there. They are going to slowly decimate the site for Oligarchs. But again, they're just getting caught so low on health. The follow-ups here could have been very big, and again, Sai being the cleanup right now, going to be able to land 2 kills at that point, 1 with a dunk, and with that managed to equalize that whole fight in that sequence.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tough spot for them to be in actually, as Oligarchs right now were very much in control, even though that the game was 8-8, but look at the amount of objectives that they had over the side of Reunion. Reunion right now took off. This was where Reunion dropped the ball, mainly because Smooth was spending way too much time rotating towards the top side here, padding towards the top side, and there, look at that. Smooth was too late into the fight, and if he was into the fight a bit earlier, it could have held a different story for the side of Reunion. Oligarchs immediately recognized this. Even though Smooth went golden, it was delaying the inevitable here, as Reunion right now were going to be decimated from the side of Oligarchs, and it was going to be game over for them.
Yeah, at this point, they couldn't even contest any little objective that Oligarchs had their eyes set on, so it was only the first of many Barons, I believe. I think they got a second Baron, and they were able to even take the Elder Dragon at this point. Even here, it was just a slow death. The gold lead jumped by miles in this situation. Again, look, they had the situation on top of this Mountain Dragon. They were able to seal the deal. No contest right here, and look how brave Sai is. Even though missing his E, he's just going to just walk up. Janna landing a beautiful Q. Still not enough to be able to get him away, and he just walks in uncontested right now. Gets a 2-man E on that part. Gonna pull them in, at which point they have to withdraw. If they were to try and stay in the fight any longer, Sai would have been a defining factor right there. Gonna be able to get 5 lead stacks.
Right, we're going to be seeing here coming in from the side of Oligarchs. They are going to be pushing out over to the top side as well. And this was where the Baron was going to come into play. And I felt that this was where Reunion was trying to salvage a little bit of the game that was going south for them. And this was a very interesting fight that actually turned it around. As you can see, coming in from the Corki, the positioning was really, really good. He was able to output the damage really, really well. Take him down, take out a lot of the high value targets that was coming in from Oligarchs. He was fighting in from front to back. And this was the determining factor that just turned the fight around for the side of Reunion. But too much damage has been done from the side of Oligarchs towards the side of Reunion. It was a little bit too late here. Even though the triple kill was going to be good for the side of the Corki, it was only a matter of time before the inevitable loss was going to be felt from the side of Reunion. There we go again, another fight there coming up, but this was where it all went south for the side of for the side of Reunion, excuse me, as the Hextech Ultimator came down. I think it was going to be very, very out of position here, as we're going to be seeing a double kill going over towards the side of Careless. Careless right now, not very careless indeed, as we're going to be seeing the GA being popped up from the side of Smooth. He does actually be from the side of Corki. He does go golden. A little bit of a flex here coming in from COD MF in 4K, as they're just going to be chilling out here as they're going to be closing out the game. Very interesting indeed to see both of them just having a good time, all in good sportsmanship here. And it's just going to be game over, as about 10k goal advantage in favor of Oligarchs is just bad beans for the side of Reunion as Oligarchs close out the game, showing that the necessity of game number 3 was not at all necessary.
Yeah, again, great showing from Oligarchs. They're going to be your champions in today's Summoners Odyssey. Again, only one team could come out on top, but we'd love to see you guys come in and try again. We've been getting so much support from the chat, so much so that it's hard scrolling through all of them. But look at that, 100% on the pull for Oligarchs for them to take the game. 100%, no confidence, the full confidence in their team right there. It was just dominating at that point. And a really, really good showing from all the teams who participated today. Again, guys, we are really hoping to reach 10k followers and likes on the IRL Asia page. So guys, please share some love on that site. We are only going to pump in more content for you. And guys, for all the supporters in the chat, I know there are a lot of you out there. Please wear that supporter badge proudly. It means so much to us if you do. And again, tomorrow, if you guys drop any stars, we'll be showing some promo videos. So again, it's been great today, but we have even more tomorrow. We do this every single day.
Every day. So anyway, for those of you guys who just joined us, we would like to say we are coming to a close of the League of Legends Wild Rift Summoners Odyssey, brought to you and organized by IRL Asia, partnered up with Homiee, sponsored by Inch Theory, where every inch matters, and Sadie's Malaysia, where growing together with gamers is their #1 priority. For those of you who just joined us, remember to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Help us reach that 10k followers. He is Downright Fierce. I am Hound. We would like to say thank you guys, because we can't spell fun without you. Thank you for your interaction, and most importantly, thank you guys for your support. For those of you guys who watched from start until the end, we would thank you a million times over, and it still wouldn't be enough. Thank you again. We shall see you again soon. I'm Hound. Again, he's Downright Fierce, and we are signing off. Till we meet again. Yeah, a little bit of that sparkle.
I like the lights here.
Welcome to Wild Rift. The enemy team has slain the dragon. Rampage. You are unstoppable. Victory.